49 minutes late.
Yes!
It's not that bad. It's not that bad.
I would like. Okay, 49 minutes late, and we only got here because our special guest is now hosting the call for us, managing all of our OBS and Twitch stream stuff for us. Trying and doing it effortlessly.
Currently doing a great job.
Yeah, I don't even know if Sam has walked into the call yet. Sam, are you going to walk in for us now? Are you?
Honestly,
Sam even know
49 minutes wait.
I was here all along.
Worth it. Absolutely worth it. This has been trying. And
at this stage, the stream's only going to last about 15 minutes.
Don't jinx us. Please don't jinx us.
2 hours in a shot. And
so that's also how we're going to introduce Dylan as well. Like he's running this now. I'm out. Peace. Apologies for what DM notes.
Fair.
We've obviously started a little bit late. There's a widespread outage of broadband in the area that I live in. And we even packed up all my stuff and drove to a friend's house down the road, and they also have no broadband. So apologies for the late start, but we're here. And we are raising money for Enable Ireland, and the stream would not be possible without Dylan from Hearthfire Tales. So when it all seemed darkest, and Sam was ready to just call it quits. Really, he was the first out. So Dylan, thank you so much for joining us, and then 2, doing all the work.
Saving the day.
I made a 50. So this is not the degree of professionalism I expect from a D8 Dungeons stream. And we promise you, Romby X, we will return to your regularly shambolic D8 Dungeon streams when internet finally gets restored to our house. But for now, you will have to bear with us as Dylan professionally manages the stream for us. As I said, we are here. We are raising money for Enable Ireland this evening. If you are just joining us for tonight, this is part 2 of our Christmas holiday special, Flicky All the Way, a Running the Dungeon Christmas special where I have been joined previously by Dahi, Tendai, Sam, and Louise. And they got up to some shenanigans. Mostly none of it was to do what I'd actually planned or prepared. They just decided to shopkeep in the night market in Gaelshire City, and just blissfully ignored the main storyline for the one shot. But nevertheless, we got there, and we have managed to lose the plot. Because if you've caught part 1, and if you haven't, this is a speed up for you. The gang found themselves as a bunch of retail workers working the holiday weekend leading up to Exmas, the equivalent of our Christmas holiday in the world of Arcanum. And as retail workers, a manager, customer service agent, a greeter, and a trainee 3 years into the training program, Joy, Florian, Minerva, and Daisy found themselves the surrogate parents for a baby dragon that had just hatched. And with its hatching came a whole turmoil of Xmas magic that they have become swept up into. We're talking shady cultists. We're talking MLMs. We're talking some of the coolest orphans and urchins you've ever seen, mostly because all of them have frostbite now. Thanks to the the workers. But we left it with the gang having been rescued, or so they believed, by a stranger in a carriage. And no sooner had they revealed the baby dragon, they found themselves at the stranger's mercy and blacking out. And that is where we left it, and that is where we're going to be picking things up in a moment or two. But before we do that, I do want to remind you of a couple of things. Unfortunately, because of the technical issues, you'll notice that there are no subtitles for part 2. When we export the VOD, hopefully YouTube will be able to auto-generate some of those for us. So we do apologize for anybody with hearing or audio issues this evening, that we weren't able to facilitate the subtitles the way we normally do. So our sincerest apologies for that. We are raising money for Enable Ireland. And like the previous night, you are able to get in on the action and help cause mischief in the game. And when I last checked, we've got some notes for you all. So everybody, with the exception of Dylan, is starting the game with disadvantage. So unless you're Sam, in which case you are starting with 4 disadvantages.
Oh my god!
Yeah. So
I
can.
don't know. I know that if that disadvantage is like all from the one person, I know I have another one then, because a friend of mine messaged me and was like, "Did you get my disadvantage?" And I didn't, so I have.
Oh, okay. Thank you for your Xmas honesty. That doesn't buy you any advantage to get out of it, but so Di has 2. T, you've 1, and Lou, you have 1, and Sam, you have 4, and then Dylan, you have none.
Why is Minnie getting bullied?
Minnie's not getting bullied. Sam's getting bullied.
Lou, just count your blessings. Count your blessings.
Yeah. So if you want to grant advantage, if you want to sow a little bit of misery and spread a little bit of disadvantage, you can do that as well through your donations. You can get your hands on our Xmas mechanics if you want to run your own special Christmas one-shot or adventure. You can make use of our Wild Xmas Magic Table, our 12 Days of Xmas gift table, and even our Strength Check Xmas Cracker contest that you can. And all those items are available to add into the game as well. And as a reminder, T, you still have banked a short rest that you got from your Christmas cracker. No, from your 12 days of Xmas. Apologies. From your 12 days of Xmas gift that was bestowed upon you.
Lou has something as well. Has like hypnotic pattern and something else.
Yes, and dancing lights.
Yes.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. So again, through your donations, you were able to impact the play. And because I feel terrible having made Dylan do all of the streaming stuff, I did make a €50 donation in your name. So that is a small thank you, because I feel terrible.
Thank you.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you. Okay. And the 4 of you still have your Xmas magic. You 4 of you have your Xmas magic match, just as a reminder. I got confirmation from PayPal that my first donation went through yesterday, but I don't think Tiltify registered the advantage for T and the disadvantage for Lou. Oh, okay. I'll take a look just to see if it's there, RombiX. In which case, T, you have lost your disadvantage, but Louise, you now have 2 disadvantages.
Thank you.
RombiX, we need to have words.
Now, if you donate again, though, that will fix it so that T has 1 advantage and Louise has 3 disadvantages, which squares her up nicely with Minerva. So just as a heads up.
I think I still have 1 advantage as well.
Okay.
Last game.
Okay. That might be the one that RombiX is on about.
Is it? Is it the same one? Either way, I have 1.
Possibly. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So without any further delay, let's let's play Flicky all the way. And Florian, Daisy, Minerva, and Joy. The last thing the four of you recall is a brilliant flash of light as the dwarven woman drew a long, spindly stick from within the deep recesses of her cloak, striking it across the top of the carriage. She lunges for the baby dragon, and everything went dark. Uh, all of you, you can hear the rattling of chains somewhere in the distance. There's a really annoying leak that's dripping, but it's not dripping at a specific interval. It's like an odd interval, so you can't even count time to it. And it is cold. It is smelly, and you feel completely and totally restrained. And in the distance there is a faint singing sound, and you can hear laughter coming from beyond the space that you're in. But the four of you find yourselves chained up against a wall, kind of hands up over your heads. And about 40 feet across from you, and it's just this vast, empty stone floor with a very, very high ceiling. You see chained to a pillar, a kind of a, a figure masked in shadow and darkness, just sort of slumped, not moving, not doing or saying anything, just sort of slumped there, silhouetted by the pillar that they're chained to, and just sort of wrapped in shadows. All of you have a ringing in your ears. Your eyes feel sore, and the only light coming into this room is from very, very high up windows, about 45 feet up a wall. There's a few along the roof as well. It looks like morning, it was late afternoon, early evening when you were dealing. Or no, it was late afternoon because you had just dealt with the lunch rush. But it looks like morning outside. What are you doing?
I go to stretch and go, "Oh, good morning."
I go to check.
I'm stuck in a stretch.
Are my hands like? Are we chained up to something?
You're chained up, like your hands are up. You're not like hanging from anything. You're sitting, but your hands are up over your heads. And Minerva, as you kind of go to stretch, you do. You go so far, and you're like, oh, I can't go all the way.
Are my legs tied to the ground?
No, your legs aren't tied to anything.
Okay. I really hate to be the one to say it, but we should have listened to Joy. Oh, yes. I hated that. No, I'm not doing it again. I said it once. That's it.
And I've acknowledged. Joy is going to start contorting themselves to see how much give they have in these chains. See if there's any wiggle room whatsoever, because they are feeling slightly panicked at the fact that their baby's gone.
Okay. Florian's going to attempt to fly a little bit upwards, if possible. Or are my wings strapped?
Nope. Okay. Yeah. Nope. So you're just going to try and fly a little bit.
Yeah, just upwards to try and maybe bring the chains so I kind of have a little them in front of me.
Okay, I get you. So you're trying to kind of twist yourself a little bit around so that they're kind of.
Gotcha. Yeah, and I'm just gonna kind of see if I can find any lock on it to try and pick. I guess I don't even know if I have anything to pick it with, but.
So, both of you give me acrobatics checks,
sure.
And again, Dahi, yours is at disadvantage.
Yeah.
T, you have advantage on this roll.
Do I have inspiration right now? I don't think so. No. My acrobatics.
Oh, I do.
Oh,
Oh, that's a. Let me have a look. Is it worth-
Daisy, I've got an itchy nose. Could you scratch
7.
my nose?
Yeah, hang on here now, and I see if I could try and reach over to scratch Minnie's nose.
Yeah, so it's that weird thing that as Florian and Joy are trying to wiggle or fandangle their way out of the chains, Daisy, you and Minerva are trying to like get closer to each other. You can't use your hands to scratch Minerva's nose, but you could use your foot.
Seeing as I can't reach, I'm gonna cast Mage Hand to scratch her nose.
Okay. Yeah, you. A little spectral pixie hand just sort of like whooshes out of your chained wrist. And it just Minerva, it kind of flies towards you. And at first, it's that thing of it. Oh, it's not really getting the right spot, but you're able to turn your head a little bit, and it's now kind of the groove just above your nostril.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's great. That's great. Yeah, get in there. Move it up. Up.
No,
Oh,
not in there.
Oh,
not,
that's
no.
good. That's good. That's good. Oh, sorry. That's great. Oh.
Did you mage hand pick your nose?
No, it's just it's itchy further part up the nose. So
Ah.
who said that?
Okay, I thought you were going in. Can I look around? Like, are we in like a cage or what?
So
are
yeah,
we in a room?
let me come to Flo and Joy first. Yeah,
Okay.
acrobatics checks.
I rolled a 14.
Okay,
I got a 7.
yeah. So Florian, as you kind of fly up, it's that thing. It's actually you're not able to maneuver yourself. Like a couple of years ago, yeah, maybe. You were a little bit more spry, a little bit more flexible, a little bit more
Less bitter.
Less bitter. Yes, yeah, the rigidity of bitterness has just sunk into your bones. But yeah, you're trying to turn, and then you just kind of look over and you see that Joy has sort of. You know that game you all play when like you're out on your secondary school tour? It's like everyone hold hands and then you've like human knot yourselves out of each other. Yeah. So Joy has done that a little bit, where it's sort of you've brought the chains kind of as far as you can, and then you've kind of like stood up on one leg and you've brought it round. You're still chained, but you're a bit more comfortable, and you have more access with your hands, so you can do a little bit more, Joy. And for Minerva and Daisy, just as the two of you are just sort of kind of trying to make stock of things and kind of looking around and excavating inside your nasal cavities, the two of you do have a kind of a moment to kind of look. It doesn't look like you're not inside a cage, you're not inside a cell, you're not barred into anything. You are literally just chained to this concrete wall, Daisy. The space that you're in looks quite cavernous. It looks like a warehouse. And both of you can see kind of as your eyes kind of adjust to the dim light here, you see again that figure unmoving. At first it's that maybe it's just something that's strapped to the pole or something that was left behind. But Daisy, your eyes kind of adjust, and you do see that it's definitely humanoid. It's definitely a person about 40 foot in front of you, and they're dressed all in red.
Okay, and they're not moving. So Mage Hand only lasts for a minute. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to recast it again. With the feet that I have, Mage Hand usually only has a distance of 30 feet, but I've the telekinetic feet, so it has a distance of 60 feet. So I'm going to move it over to that person, and I want to look for keys.
Okay. So the Mage Hand the Mage Hand winces as it exits Minerva's nose. You see like a clear visceral reaction as to whatever it experienced in there. And it stops for a second, Daisy, and it just kind of does that like on you. It's very much, yeah. and it kind of floats, and it automatically it just flicks itself. It just kind of keeps flicking its hand left back and forth like it's trying to get something off itself. And it flies towards the figure, kind of changed against that post. Santos, there's again, you don't know how long it's been. You don't know how many hours or days have passed since you found yourself sat here, unable to kind of move, because you are chained. Like, your entire body is wrapped in chains. Your hands are bound behind your back. They are then chained to the pole. Your legs are bound and your feet are bound. So it has been an almost improbable, immovable, impossible task to try and free yourself. And try you did. Faint from hunger and kind of the exhaustion and the uncomfortableness, you had kind of drifted off. You had heard some commotion, but there's been commotion in the warehouse the last couple of days anyway. So you didn't think anything of it. But now you get the faint sense of magic, and something almost like a fly is buzzing around you, as your eyes kind of faintly open, and just because. From the corner of your eye, you can just make out this minotaur woman standing, kind of half doing lumbar stretches as much as they're possibly able to, and just there's a lot more crotch in the lumbar stretch than there's meant to be. But you can just, and then you just see a tiny little mage hand kind of just whiz by you, as it's like it kind of pats you down a little bit. The mage hand has not found any keys whatsoever, Daisy.
As this mage hand starts patting all over this body, and you maybe able to get like a little bit more of a sense for what he looks like now that you're kind of actively trying to like search him. You'll see that this like red coat that he's wearing. It's more like a red lumberjack shirt, but with a lot of white, got like white fur trim. And underneath there's like a chainmail vest that you're kind of like you're noticing as you're patting down, and you see this like large guy, and it's not just a man; it's actually a furbolg to be exact. And there's like you see like snowy tufts of hair on my like almost elven ears, a big bushy lumberjack beard that's like more salt than pepper. In this like kind of red lumberjack shirt, which again less lumberjack, more almost dress coat type thing. A big beefy guy with a fair amount of gut, but don't let that fool you. He's you get the feel as you're patting him down. There's like a lot of muscle there. Just needs insulation. Maybe when he's out in the mountains doing his lumberjacking business. And kind of as you start tapping down, you hear, "Hey, don't touch my figurines. I told you I don't want my figurines to be touched."
Oh, and I just blink the mage hand out with something like, shit.
What? Who are you guys? What's going on? It's what day is it?
Well, what was the day?
You were working on Xmas Eve, and if this is a new day, it is Xmas Eve. It is the day of the Mask of Winter's Ball, and it is the day before the national holiday in Galeshire.
Okay, cool. I'm going to say apologies for that. It is Xmas Eve. We were
Xmas Eve, and I'm chained up here. Not that I got anywhere better to be sometime soon anyway, that's for sure, but hey, who are you guys? What's going on?
well.
So we work in knees.
Okay, so what, you're
Toughies.
like surgeons or something? Manny's been kind of acting up ever since, it's kind of giving me a lot of trouble when I'm walking.
We've got the replacement for that. Don't worry. We can talk about that later. We'll make a sale later. But look, we got captured because some person we shouldn't have trusted, we trusted, and I'm going to leave it at that.
Yes. They took someone from us, and we're also still searching for that someone. There are a lot of someones we're looking for at the moment, but we
Okay,
need
it's
to-
real clear.
We don't know you. Last time we believed in somebody saying they were going to help us. Look where we ended up. So,
With all due
until we
respect,
know
I haven't
more-
said I'm gonna help you, so I guess that means you can trust me.
No.
I
Yeah.
understand.
Well,
Don't know
wait,
about
wait.
that.
In fairness, he is chained up the same we are. So I mean, the enemy of my enemy is my what's it? No,
My friend.
that's not right. That one.
The enemy of my enemy is my super enemy.
Oh,
No, you're just thinking of the orphans again.
No, enemy squared.
Orphans.
okay.
I think enemy squared cancels each other out in the math.
You saying orphans did this to us?
Oh,
You-
oh,
No, well,
no.
kind of, but no.
Kind of no. Well,
Actually,
yeah.
no, yeah,
In a way.
yeah, no, they did.
In a sense
One
that-
particular
Man,
sense that-
someone should put them on a list or something. This is terrible.
I will find that, Ollie. And anyway,
Is
okay,
Is
we need
it
to get out of
possible for me
this.
to find my matchstick,
Oh,
DM?
interesting.
Mm.
Do, do, do. Do you know what?
I still have it.
Yes. Okay. So, you kind of you give yourself a bit of a shimmy just to see kind of what's on your personage,
Mhm.
Florian. You have you've no weapons. You've no real items to speak of. You've a bit of lint in your pockets, but as it happens, you remember when you were given your matchstick from the little baby dragon. You tucked yours into your back pocket, like into like and like not even like the little back pocket itself, but like into that little lipstick pocket in the
Yeah.
pocket as well. So like kind of it's like hidden a little bit. And you have to kind of like rub against the wall just to make sure it's there, but it's there. There's a little. I can't finish that sentence without saying there's a little stick in your back pocket, so I'm just not going to. So
I mean, you did,
that is
but
Which is
that is that.
I also have mage hand. Can I
Okay.
grab it?
Okay. Yes. A smaller little pixie mage hand kind of just whooshes up in front of you. It is a lot more manicured and pedicured, and the nails are done and very on point. One has a little jewel hanging off of it. And it does, and it like it
They've
does.
got
It kind of,
visage tips.
yeah, they do. Very visage tips going on. And you wanted to pull the matchstick out, I assume, from the back pocket.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, it kind of floats around, plucks it from your back pocket, and it's now kind of hovering up in front of you. And all of you see again, not as not as not as big as I can't say this. This is just
Yes,
so-
yeah,
Not as
say
big
it,
as hers.
say it,
My
say it.
matchstick isn't as
yeah,
big as hers.
your matchstick is not as big as that woman's matchstick was.
Nice.
Uh,
Hell yeah.
which is not the first time I've had to say that tonight. But it's like a pocketbook size match. Like it's just a tiny little match with a little frosted tip on it. Whereas that woman in the dwarven woman in the carriage, hers it was kind of an elongated match, and it looked even the stick looked a little more refined, or a little bit more. It looked a little bit more special, whereas yours just looks like a common, ordinary little match that you'd see in any little book.
I'd like to strike it off the wall.
Okay. What is your Xmas wish?
I would like it. I want us all to be free or to be out of this, but I think mainly like what's running through Florian's head is like, just get us out of these chains. But what's really in his mind is, if Joy was free, she'd know what to do.
Okay.
And I strike the match.
So the mage hand again. It does that thing where it's trying to be sexy, because you're Florian, and it has to do a thing. So it at first it tries to like light the matchstick off your face, but you are clean shaven, and it's like, oh no. So it just off of Minerva's hide, it just and it lights up, and immediately all of you see this little flash of white light. And Santos, you feel a very, very familiar sensation. You just feel this sort of like, oof, oh yeah, that's it. But it was like a whisper of the magic when all around you, Florian, you see that the chains they turn to tinsel. Like all of the chains just become this very, very loose, flimsy, scratchy material. And Minerva, still in your stretch, is that thing where you yank away from the wall and like you rip the tinsel just straight off. And Santos, you find yourself also all your restraints, the rope, the chains, all turn to tinsel. And yeah, it's also a little bit looser on all of you. So it is that thing of okay, I'll just shimmy out of this, I guess.
It's just
as
like
it
the
kind of
well had
dissipates. But because you have cast Exmas magic, we have to roll on the table. Yes, so I'm just going to roll here, and we will see how we go. Interesting. Okay, so we have a 12, and this is our first 12 that we've rolled. But on a 12, you roll a d12 for one of the 12 days of Xmas gifts. So you can
do
roll.
I get to roll that?
You get to roll that, yeah. Rather than me rolling it, you get to roll
Yay!
it.
I got a 6.
And you got a 6. I think that's some of these are good and some of these are not. This is not good.
Oh no!
You get chained to a wall.
So
damn it.
Okay, so on the 6th day of Xmas, my true love gave to me 6 pissed off pregnant geese that attack blindly.
No.
So
how did these find me? I've been trying to get rid of these guys.
Like just like as that white light just like it just flashes through the warehouse, there is just wonk like that just starts to like echo menacingly, and like out of the shadows 6 large geese with razor sharp teeth, heavily pregnant, all with just these blood red eyes fixate on you, Florian. And I'm going to need everybody to give me an initiative check.
Oh my god, what the hell? Also, I still have disadvantage.
Yeah, do I roll this for one of my disadvantages?
Yes, you can, yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Yes, please, yeah.
So I rolled a 15 and a 3.
Okay.
I rolled a 17 and a 6.
I got a 15 and a 7.
7. So we did a 7, a 6, and a 3.
I'm going to use a luck point.
Okay.
Okay, that's much better. I got an 18 this time.
That is a Dirto Twento for me.
Okay. And Dahi, sorry, what was your reroll?
18.
18. Okay. So, and our... Okay, so don't laugh, but in my haste to get the stream fixed, I'll just roll dice normally. It's fine. I just use digital dice. I've left my dice in the other room. So I'm just gonna... I'm just gonna roll normal dice, digital ones. Okay, so for our geese, that is, I'm just gonna have them all roll the same. So whatever they get, that is a 19 for the geese.
Oh no!
I'm gonna die.
Yeah, potentially. So Santos, you were up first, and your ancient nemesis, the goose, has somehow found you through the ether and has appeared. All of them, as much as they hiss in your direction, they seem fixated on the pixie, who just cast some Xmas magic.
Sorry, can I
And
just
they're-
clarify as well? Did you say we had no weapons on
I was
us?
just about to say
You
we
have,
have
you have,
no
yeah,
weapons.
you've no weapons. Yeah, you've no weapons.
Okay.
You've no weapons.
Cool.
Yeah, yeah.
No, excellent.
Cute.
Now,
I-
if anybody in chat would like to gift you weapons, that is possible through donations.
So
I've got
I'm on
horns.
my way.
this is my first time playing a Furbolg, right? But I seemingly
Mhm.
have an ability called Speech of Beast and Leaf, so I can communicate with beasts and plants. Although I cannot understand them, but I do have advantage on charisma checks to influence them.
I have speak with animals with my
Okay.
ring.
I can also speak in their mind.
Okay.
I have Tasha's mind whip.
I have that
I
too.
would like to
Guilty.
point out that, so just generally for reference, I find when talking to pregnant geese, the one thing you want to do is just all of you scream at them,
Yeah.
and that's going to be real effective. Yeah. Good. Okay. So
I said nothing.
So I see them all going for this pixie, and I kind of just like lumber up, and I go, and I start going like speaking in geese, obviously, and go to them, which obviously in translates into the common tongue as, "Hey, he's not the gander you want. That guy's a dick. He's in the other room. Go leave." And yeah, can I make like a deception or intimidation or anything check? Not that any of these stats are good for me, but I have advantage.
persuasion, I think. Persuasion or deception, whichever. And I'll let you choose the if you've
Deception
Are they the
feels
same?
more right because I don't know if the gander is in the other place. That's a 19 on the first roll and a 4, so a 19. It's just straight
19.
up 19.
Nice.
Okay, so they kind of like you try and talk these geese around, and like as they descend on you, Florian, you just see the stranger who was bound a moment ago kind of get up and like kind of unraveling tinsel, very very sort of heroically, stepping forward, and in the way that only legends ever talk about, you see a goose whisperer in action, getting real low, and like craning their neck forward.
It's giving
a little bit.
Mother Goose.
Yes, yeah. Kind of like with posterior up in the air a little bit, and it's kind of doing that little schmonel schmuck, for fear of copyright, bum waggle thing going on. Get real low and kind of hiss and wonk at them, because I don't think goose quack, they wonk. Which, like, again, you can't say too much because it starts to sound like a posh wank. You can real low. They kind of, all their necks just kind of crane and they kind of stare. They look back at each other and they get real close, and like they bring their wings up a little bit, and they're all now in a little huddle. And there's a lot of like heading. Eating Florian alive.
Goose food.
Yeah, this look, you don't want to
Um,
get on the bad side of a goose. They're bad times. Anyway, the name's Santos. Nice to meet you. Thanks for putting all this tinsel on me. Try to avoid it, but it's better than the chains, I guess. What are your names?
I think it's your color. I'm Florian.
Nice to meet you, Florian.
Joy is going to kind of like take a step back, like arms spread wide in front of like all the staff, kind of like, did this guy just kiss a geese? I'm a bit worried for them and be like, I am Joy.
I'm Daisy.
Nice to meet you, Santos.
And I'm Minerva.
Charmed, pleasure. It's just all around great to see some friendly faces in here. What say we kind of get out of here? Is this person you're looking for? Are you looking? Is that Did you come here to look for them? Is it something we should know about them, or what's?
They were taken from us when we were knocked out.
Yes,
Well, that's no good. You should only give things around this time of year, not be taking them.
They
And it's
aren't
only a baby.
Yeah, they're not a person. They are a dragon.
Dragon.
Yes.
Baby one.
A baby one.
Can you describe this dragon for me?
The cutest little chubby little Michelin little legs. He's very small, green. His wings
Yeah, only
almost
about
look like
half my height.
Yeah, his wings look like they're kind of made out of moss. He looks like almost like a nature dragon. It's very hard to describe, and he wasn't fully even out of his shell yet. But he was
And a
so
big red
tired.
nose.
Exactly, he was
A
so
big
tired.
red
He was getting
nose?
really cold.
Fiddlesticks. Okay.
You're familiar with this
You
dragon,
know
I
him?
assume.
I don't know him, but I kind of know his ma. She's a good lady. But yeah, it's not who took him. That he should be in the grottos. What's going on?
So
The people who put us here, I think.
yeah, so what had happened was we were working, and then there was a big hullabaloo out in the courtyard, and this poor unfortunate kobold was just bundled into the back of this carriage, and just before that happened, the dragon just kind of landed in a pouch in our shop, and then we were running from these cloaked figures, and also some orphans who should 100% be on some sort of list. And
100%.
And then when we were trying to get out of a warehouse, this dwarven woman just kind of Tokyo drifted.
Whatever that means.
She Galeshire drifted in front of us, told us to go with her. I tried to ask questions. The rest of them decided, absolutely, I know. Florian was tired of running. Minerva wanted to just sit down. And they just assumed that she was safe. And she struck a match. And we're here. And our baby is gone.
Well, shirt strings. Okay, well, it's not great. It's not like a nature dragon we're dealing with here. This is an Exmas dragon. I don't know if you guys know them, but they're serious stuff.
Magical.
And if it's not back with its maw, back with it in its sacred grotto, it's not going to survive out there. And as a man in the wilderness, I can't let that happen. So I'm willing to throw in my lot with you all and make sure that we get little Snoop back to his mom.
I'd like to roll a little insight.
Oh.
Oh my god.
That's
They're so cute.
I like to. I don't know. Do I believe this man?
Yes, Joy is going to do exactly the same thing.
I
insight checking.
probably do. My insight check. Is it what insight versus deception? Or persuasion or
I got a 23.
Oh, I got an 8.
So you're both checking to see kind of like is there truth to what Santos has been saying?
Absolutely.
Florian, in all your years of customer service, you have seen all types of people, all manner of people, and every one of those is a bastard. Not even not a bastard, a bastard. And this Santos figure, bastard. Just like all the other bastards that come into every shop you ever worked in. Whereas Joy, you heard Snoot and went, "Oh my God, we have to save the baby." And Santos does seem to be genuinely concerned about rescuing this baby Exmas dragon, whatever the heck that is. But you get the sense that he is above. He's of good character. He's of good standing. He doesn't seem to be lying, and he does seem genuinely worried about getting this baby back before Xmas Day, for fear of the baby not surviving.
Yeah, that is absolutely going to send me in a bit of a tizzy, just kind of hearing that it won't survive. I'm like, oh God, what have we done? Okay, Santos. So let's say I do believe you. Can you guarantee me, that you're not going to double cross us like that woman did? Or I know there's probably not much you can do, but I need some sort of assurance that I can believe you, and this won't lead to Snoot's demise far too early.
Look, I've been around a while. I've met a lot of people, and what I've always kind of thought is that, people know themselves the best. And contrary to popular belief, there's not one person who knows everything about everyone, and if people are good or evil or naughty or nice or any of that kind of crap. So I'm gonna put this back to you. What do you want from me? What can I do? You're the one who's distrusting of me. Anything I say, you're still going to distrust, but I can prove with actions that I'm going to help you. I did not just save your friend from getting geesified.
You did. I just need you to guarantee that you will help us get Snoot home.
I take it as a personal vendetta that someone has taken such a magnificent beast, such as an Exmas dragon, away from its home. Look, here's the thing about Exmas dragons. You all don't seem like you know much about them. But here's the thing: they are ancient magic. They got to be surrounded by love and joy and just comfort and all that good stuff. And if they get separated from that, especially around Xmas, well, that's bad things for them. They're going to be disconnected from the magic. There's going to be some regular chromatic dragon or something. That's boring. That's none of that festive cheer that we want. Okay.
Mhm.
So look, if I understand you might not trust me, but trust that I want to save this Xmas dragon more than probably anyone here. Okay.
It's very presumptuous of you.
Exactly. You don't know us.
Florian's gonna fly over next to Daisy and just go, he's a little condescending, isn't he? Just whisper. What do you mean we don't know? We've just been taking care of this dragon. Who does he think?
You guys didn't even know its name.
Well,
I was whispering about you, not to you.
I can infer from context what your whispers were about.
Have the respect to hear it and bitch about it to somebody else later.
Look, I'm sorry. I don't get to. I'm usually off, in the forest in the mountains by myself. I don't usually work well or play well with others. It's this kind of whole thing. I usually kind of just end up doing my own thing. But I apologize. I want to do better. I've been on this kind of voyage of self-discovery lately, kind of just trying to figure out what I want. So just let me help. Okay, is that so much to ask that a stranger wants to help? Come on, it's Xmas.
Joy is going to stick out her hand.
I think it's fair.
Joy's going to stick out her hand, holding up their pinky, and be like, "Pinky promise."
A time-honored and ancient tradition. I swear upon this pinky of mine and this pinky of yours, I will not double-cross you.
If you do,
I'll bite it off.
Minerva
you'll
will bite it off.
This
I
beautiful
will.
Minotaur lady is happy to bite it off if that's
I've got very strong molars. I'll have you know.
okay. You should probably use your incisors for the biting. The molars are more for the chewing.
Oh,
See,
I'm
I told you, he's so
going to crush it. I'm
condescending.
going to crush your fingers if you double cross me. I'm
Okay,
very serious about this.
Regardless,
It
let's
won't be a cut. It'll be a crush.
Deeply
Minerva,
traumatized.
that's terrifying.
Okay.
Secondly, let's go. Let's
Yes.
try and find a way out of here. And remember, I'm watching you, Goose Boy.
Could I have a look around for our stuff just to see if they left it in this room? Anyway.
Okay. So here's the situation. Before we move past this moment, Joy, can
Yes.
you give me an Arcana check?
Ooh.
And you still have one advantage, so you have advantage on this if you wish.
Yes. I will definitely use that because I rolled a 2. Okay, that's a lot better. That is a 17.
Okay, so you step up to Santos, and
Mhm.
as you ask them to swear, pinky swear, you hold your hand up and out with your pinky good to go for legal contract bindings. Santos getting the bylaws written to him by Minerva as she shows the state of her molars. Yep, those are the bylaws. That's what she calls her back teeth.
The bylaws, the in-laws.
Yeah.
And the outlaws.
The outlaws are the ones that fell out. You, God, I'm good at this. And don't spit take that, you prick. You lock pinkies with Santos, and in that moment, as the furball's pinky wraps itself around your baby finger, you feel a profound shift. It is one of those moments, it's like plunging your head into ice water. It is like a customer leaving the change from a 100 gold piece sale as the tip. It is the first sip of coffee after a long night of drinking, after a long day on your feet. That promise is more than just a pinky. It is a profound pact, and you're not sure what it is, but you feel it is a guarantee. It is a powerfully binding magic has just wrapped itself around you. And Santos will see no harm brought to Snoot. That's all.
Okay.
Daisy, you are looking around the warehouse for your stuff, and while all this is happening and you're ignoring this huge
I get
Deus ex
distracted
machina
easily.
moment, yeah, you've just wandered off. You don't see kind of like a table with any of your gear on it, or you don't see any kind of box. But give me a perception check.
All right, this is still a disadvantage.
Yep.
Pray for me. Oh, double 17. So 17.
Nice.
Okay. Well, that was disappointing. I was hoping for that one. You are you're kind of, yeah, it is that thing of like, I'm just whatever they're doing. That's Joy as a manager doing what she does best, which is manage things. And you float off, just kind of like looking around. You found so the first thing you find is just a bunch of empty boxes.
Mm-hmm.
They're small wooden boxes There's not much in them. There is a faint scent of sulfur from the boxes, and just as
Okay.
you kind of float past
Excuse
them,
me,
you
sorry.
it's passing through the fourth stomach. You-
I've finally gone through the fourth.
We're in the
now.
clear.
Only been a day.
Oh, I'm
there is
hotboxing
a
this
very
dungeon. Woo!
there's a faded
Dungeon oven, sorry.
logo. Uh, a faded logo, and of a small. It's a little. It looks like the outline of a little like a little girl's head. And you just see these tufts of curls. And the logo is like there's a little match just sort of hovering in front of their face. And you just see very, very faded on the box, on all of them actually, um, little match girl sticks. And you float on past it, and you see a door at the end. And as you draw closer to it, from the other side, you hear a lot of chatter, laughter, and what sounds like a small animal warbling its best. There's just this awful sound coming from beyond the room.
I turn around while the others are kind of doing their thing, and I'm just waving my arms above my head and be like pointing at the door and waving and pointing at the door to get their attention, and I'm just like shushing.
Joy is going to rush over.
I'll fly over.
I'm going to keep waving and going, hello.
Oh God!
Hey, Daisy.
Minerva, shh, shh.
What's wrong?
No, shh.
Shush, hey.
Down here.
So I'm gonna roll for perception. Now I have disadvantage on this thanks to Jay. I have 5 disadvantages.
Yay!
Yes. Thank you, Jay.
Thank you.
So that was a 19 or an 18.
Oh,
The chatter stops,
oh shit.
and
Oh goodness.
the singing continues. You can still hear the singing, and you just hear from the other side of the door, Daisy, "Shush! How's that?" And everything goes deathly quiet.
I'm gonna
I
hide.
move to the side of the door, and I'm preparing. It's only a cantrip. I'm going to prepare Mind Sliver for the first thing that walks through that door.
Okay. What's
Well,
I'm gonna like hide behind some boxes, and I will probably also prepare a cantrip of some sort.
is there like a broom by any chance, just kind of laying about somewhere within grasp?
You don't see anything at hand. It's fairly sparse in here.
Okay, I
I
will
might.
also prepare a cantrip then, but I want to say something to Santos just telepathically. I'm going to
Yep.
just kind of whisper urgently in his head and be like, we need to find Flicky. That's the cobalt.
Do I have a link with you? Can I respond telepathically?
Yes.
Cobalt, okay, well, yeah, let's do it. You know this place better than me. I'll take your lead.
He's important to Snoot.
Okay, well, not more important than family, so we'll see if we can get him back.
Gotcha. Okay.
As this is happening, it is that moment where the door opens. Kind of, it's like you all hear the kind of the groaning of the hinge, and Daisy kind of readying the magic, and everybody else kind of following suit. Minerva, what are you doing actually?
Gnashing teeth.
I'm still waving at Daisy.
Oh, you're still waving at Daisy. Okay.
Hello.
Okay.
I love her. She's so silly. She's so mean.
Yeah, so stand there just waving at your friend completely oblivious to what's happening. The door opens very, very slowly. And all of you it's that thing of like where you can kind of just feel your heart pounding, Minerva except you, because no, yours is as well, but only because you're so happy to see Daisy waving at you and she's your friend. Everybody else, you are crippled with anxiety and fear as that door slowly, like wondering what's about to happen. The door opens, and then all of you just hear, kind of just breaking through the silence, "Last Xmas, I didn't know you. The very next day, well, I still didn't know you then either, Hephaestus, but here I am in Galeshire looking for you, 'cause I love you. This Xmas, I'll give you my heart, and well, you'll probably say no, but that's okay." And then there's just laughter, and the door kind of immediately shuts. And Daisy, from where you are, you're like, "Poke him again, make him sing again." And there's just laughter coming from within.
So
Nobody
no,
came
So
into
they-
us.
Nobody came in?
Nobody came in. They were distracted by the crooning from beyond again.
Joy is probably not going to like that laughter, because it definitely would have sounded more of laughing at them. And when this door was opened, would we have had a chance to look inside?
Not from, like, again, it didn't open enough for ye to see much beyond. There was definitely light. It's much brighter in the next room, but you didn't see much of anything beyond that.
Okay.
Florian's gonna like flitter back to the group a little bit and just kind of say, "Okay, clearly there's some bad customers next door, but we need to find our stuff." And I'm gonna cast locate object on my backpack
Nice.
or my
Yes.
things that I own.
Ping, it's right next door, and it's just beyond that door.
Cool. So our stuff is that way.
Mhm.
So we can find a way to like around, or if we can just bum rush through,
Go through.
maybe we can get our
We don't
things.
have time.
How well can I remember the lady in the carriage?
Hang on 1 second. Sorry, Minerva. Yeah, because
Sorry.
you were doing that thing
Sorry.
where we're in class and you put your hand up, but like you just have to talk over everybody else. Come
Uh,
along now, we're all here together.
Yeah.
Can I sort of, as per Minerva's sort of disassociation from the group, as they're kind of, as I've overheard Florian say, "I think our stuff's in the other room," I'm gonna go again, sort of take the initiative because I'm a trainee, and I go, "I'll get the stuff," and I'll go in and I'll just
no.
open the door and go,
No.
"Excuse me, don't mind me, excuse me." Is that that's my bag, guys? I've got our stuff in here. Come on, don't mind me. Beautiful singing, you're a beautiful singer.
Okay. At
Perfect.
that,
Yeah.
Joy is
I
going to
love
Never
that
mind
so
what I
much.
was going to say.
I fly after it.
So
So I'm just gonna skeet in here. Sorry.
I'm gonna need you to make a check of some sort. And I feel like I don't know if it's persuasion or performance.
Can I give the help action by picking up that broom with my mage hand and handing it to her as if she's some sort of cleaning person?
I thought there wasn't a broom.
There wasn't
There,
a
we didn't
room.
see a broom there, but we didn't
Oh.
see anything broom related.
Apologies. Never mind.
I'm going to ready an action.
So you walk. Let me paint the scene for you first, because so y'all are dumbfounded. I am dumbfounded, and the people in the room beyond are dumbfounded. And I want to know if they're dumbfounded enough for Minerva to get away with this.
Yes.
You just walk in. You walk past Daisy. And you're like, "Oh, our stuff." You open the door. Or you open the door and it opens out towards you. And there's a waft of stale drink and farts and men and like pork rinds, and it's just terrible. And it looks to have been a sort of front office or front of house space. You can see the front door actually from here, Minerva, but around this ramshackle cage that looks to be just a couple of crates sort of nailed together, you see a bunch of bugbears, like just a bunch of bugbears just sitting there, all in like black robes. Um, there's a small table off to one side where you see your bag. You see your badge that says trainee. You see Joy's stuff. You see Florian's stuff. You see Daisy's stuff, and you assume that's probably Santos's stuff over there in the big sack. But the other thing that you're drawn to is that in that haphazard carpentry cage fiasco, there is a scrawny, raggedy-looking kobold, and it's the same kobold you saw yesterday morning, running with the pouch. Can you? So, are you doing performance or persuasion here?
I suppose persuasion, because I'm not really I'm just being myself, and I'm just saying,
Okay.
excuse me, let me by. So, persuasion at disadvantage.
Yes, you still have disadvantage.
Oh,
Now, if you yes, Dylan, your sack is large now. There you go.
I
and it's bigger than the ladies from yesterday. So we established that. Now, unless anybody in chat wanted to donate for you to cancel out the disadvantage.
well,
and
I actually have. Oh wait, no. Oh no, I just have. I'm just have proficiency. That's all. I thought I had a.
Okay.
I had a
So
thing.
yeah, unless anybody in chat wanted to donate to cancel it out for you. And in
I
the
had
meantime,
made a donation earlier on. It was for the Christmas one. I was gonna just the Exmas magic. I was gonna wait for an opportune time to talk about it, but I'm happy for that to go towards this because I really want this to work. This is great.
you want to do the Xmas magic.
Well, yeah, fuck it, why not? Throw some chaos into the mix, right?
Okay, awesome.
Speaking, I like twinkle my nose and have some excess magic happen that may or may not help this.
Love it. Okay.
It's going to be more
so
yeast.
it's gonna be more
He's
yeast.
back in.
Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. You can roll your persuasion, and I will roll for your Xmas magic, Dylan, and we're gonna
Great.
see what the hell happens.
Okay. So just a straight roll or with disadvantage?
Yeah.
So I've got 4 disadvantages to burn through.
So it is at okay. So this is just the fucking weirdest thing ever. So I rolled on the Xmas magic table. I rolled a 16, which we already had come up on Monday, and it I swear, like, and I'm going to screenshot it and I'm going to put it in the Discord for y'all to see afterwards. But a 16 on the wild magic wild Xmas magic table is underneath the mistletoe. You become the focus for all aggression, and when an enemy gets within 5 feet of you, they must make a wisdom saving throw of DC 12 or be charmed by you. So
Didn't I get
I am
that
now.
as well?
Yes.
You had that as well,
Because-
yeah. Hence
I'm
the cultist.
assuming that ran off.
Yes, it is. That's done. That's done and dusted. You're good. You're saved. So Minerva, I am going to make. So you make your persuasion check for me, please.
At disadvantage?
At disadvantage.
Okay. So that. Oh, I rolled 2 5s, which plus 3 is 8.
Okay, an 8. So
Yeah.
they don't believe you for a freaking second. You're the prisoner. They know you're the prisoner. They tied you up. Okay. And it is, I think they're all going to reach. They all immediately, all of them just turn on you. But they all get within 5 feet of you, and you are it's a fairly tight front office. I have disadvantage.
Thank you.
I'm burning through the next person. So I have 3 left to roll on. And that is a 15. And they need to beat a 12. Oh, for fuck's sake. And a 5 plus. Maybe it's plus 7. I don't know. These could be really, really insightful. It's not. No, it's not. It's not. They are done. And they are not they're not as insightful as I would like them to be. That is a 5 plus. Nope, that is a 5. Just a flat 5. Yep.
Yes.
Minerva, they get up to go for you. They get up to completely just like wail on you. And like the kobold even winces, like he kind of like his whole body goes kind of oh now, as he kind of like balls himself up. And as they approach you, it's that thing of oh, 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 oh my. Well, aren't those some very good looking bylaws that you have? And they're shouldering each other out of the way, and they're like, "Oh, you clearly do lumbar stretches. I can tell. Look at the lumbar on you." And like one has gone completely bashful, like he has just gone completely red in the face, and he's like, oh my god, and he's just unable to make eye contact. And
While
two more
we're
are kind of trying to muscle
distracted,
each other out of the way. They're completely
Can we,
charmed
like,
by you.
can we like
So
sneak
two,
past?
two are charmed by me, and then there's one who is
No,
aggressive towards me.
all 6 are charmed by you.
Oh,
Get
All
in.
six-
okay.
all
Oh,
6 of the
okay.
bugbear.
I have an idea. Oh, aren't you sweet? Come and let's have a big group hug.
Okay.
And I am going
Okay.
to.
Okay.
I have the grappler feet, and I'm going to grapple all 6 of them in a big group hug.
Okay. So at this stage, Florian, everybody has kind of gotten closer to the door. I assume, like to kind of
Oh yeah.
watch Minerva get murdered. But you see that the bugbears have kind of surrounded her, and just opening her arms, they all kind of bundle in as Minerva goes to give them just this huge, heaving hug. Um, and I mean, is it you're not trying to you're grappling them in a hug? I assume you're not
Yeah.
trying to like hurt them.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
just kind of hold on to them. So because I have the grappler feet, I have advantage on that, so it cancels out my disadvantage.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
Okay, so just do
You-
a straight
yeah.
strength roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
17.
Yes.
Yeah, they're all. It's just one big minotaur bugbear hug, and the rest. It's uncomfortable. Like it's.
Oh,
What's
you've got very
everybody
long
doing?
arms.
One has squeezed one of the other bugbears' bum, thinking it's yours. That bugbear whose bum was squeezed thought that was you, and he gives you a wink. The, the rest of you, what are the rest of you doing? Oh my god! I
This
kind of like what
Xmas party is really something else.
Unreal. I am
Uh,
skirting around to get my stuff. That's what I'm
Okay.
at.
Joy is going straight for Flicky.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm getting the stuff too with
Okay.
Daisy.
Yeah, I go get my stuff.
Okay. You.
I'll make sure to get Minerva's for her.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll pick up Joy's.
So the 3 of you that kind of bundle over to the table, you were able to grab your bits and pieces, like all your weapons, any items. So you have your full itinerary and inventories again on your personage to use. That hug is going on a long time now. And Joy, as you kind of maneuver towards the cage, you see the kobold. He is like he's very scrawny. He's very raggedy looking. Like he's kind of nervous. His clothes are dirty. It's basically just it looks like a sack cloth. It seems like the logo and the branding on it's slightly faded, but it's like Little Horn Go-Go Juice Cafe. And he winces when you kind of get close. The other thing you notice is that the crate, the bars, they're wide enough for him to just walk through. They're like you can kind of get your upper half in
Okay.
easily.
I'm obviously gonna suss that he's very, I suppose, traumatized and probably very, very cold. And
Yeah.
I'm going to say, Flicky, The little dragon said it's Mama. We need to go and save it. You need to come with us, please.
His eyes kind of when you say his name, he kind of looks at you, and then you when you mention the baby dragon, his eyes just kind of light up for a moment. It was you. You're the saviors. I wished as hard as I could, and I wished for the most competent, brilliant, heroic people in the world to come forward. I was really hoping it was a Festa, but I guess you'll do. You're not as pretty as she is.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you were the one who was singing.
Oh, you heard that? Yeah, I wrote that. I wrote that this morning.
I could tell. Hold on a second there, Flicky.
Sure.
Joy
Okay.
is going to kind of stand up and turn to Minerva and say, Minerva, could you pass me a shirt, please?
I'm sorry, but my hands are quite full at the moment.
Okay, Joy's going to have a look around for any spare items of clothing to give Flicky because they are incensed that he's still just wearing a sack.
Okay. You go kind of scrambling to look for something. The rest of you notice Flicky is also now trying to help Joy look for something because he's walked out between the bars and he's kind of rummaging around. What are we looking for?
We're trying to get you something a bit more comfortable to wear, Flicky.
Oh no, this is really comfortable. Like it's just, and he does like that kind of like new girl about town in a new dress, sort of like twirl and.
Okay. If you're comfortable, then I'm okay. Yeah, we need to go. Minerva, we need to go. So whatever you're going to do, can you please do it quickly and ideally not with an eyesight?
All right, boys. I'll tell you what. Let's sneak into the dungeon, will we? And I'm gonna sort of pick all 6 of them up and sort of walk towards it, like into the dungeon that we were in with them.
The warehouse. You're gonna go back into the warehouse.
Yeah, where we were chained up.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and then I'll bring him in there, and then I'll sort of go. Right, let me just slip into something more comfortable, and then I'll close the door, so that they're like in there now, and I'm back in here. I go. Did I do good, Joy?
Put something in front of the door. Put something in front of the
Minerva.
door.
Flicky puts himself in front of the door.
No, not you. And a mage hand just like slap him out of the way.
There is something satisfying in striking Flicky, isn't there?
You're doing great. We just need to put something very big to barricade the door so they can't follow us out. They
I
are
start
clearly
dragging a
so enamored
chair.
with you that they will follow you like some lovesick puppy dogs.
Oh well, my mother always said I was too beautiful.
And she was right.
It was my cross to bear.
Well, I heard that beautiful people are really good at lugging heavy things in front of doors, and you should really prove that now.
Yeah, I'm not very good at this.
What's the heaviest thing in the room?
Yeah, we look
Except
for
for
something
me.
heavy to put in front of the door.
That table's pretty heavy. They're all around. Maybe just throw that there.
Let's go.
Yeah. Okay.
Quick.
Minerva's going to pick it up. By the power of my beauty, and I'll pick up the table. Yeah. And
Don't put out your back.
Oh. Excuse me.
They're gonna love that one.
Okay, so you shove the table in front of the door. You've gathered your belongings, and Flicky is just sort of standing off to one side. He's now shaking the mage hand's hand, or at least trying to.
I started playing Thumb War with him, and I'm beating him.
Okay. That's okay because he that's fine. Yeah, he's totally cool with that. He's just glad that he's getting some form of physical contact.
Oh.
Okay, I let him win then.
Okay. Florian, you slipped something into one of those hooded folks' robes, didn't you?
I did. We might be able to find them.
Please. Hopefully, we're close enough that it will work, but I'm not sure. I know a lot of time has passed.
I will once again cast Locate Object on my Charlatan's die.
Okay. There's no range on that or anything like that, is there? It just
1,000 feet.
Oh.
I believe. I could be wrong. Let me check.
It's 1,001 way. Sorry.
1,000 feet.
how
Yeah.
awkward. Ooh.
Describe or name an object that is familiar to you. You sense the direction of the object's location. As long as that object is within 1,000 feet of you, if the object is in motion, you know the direction of its movement. The spell can locate a specific object known to you. Blah 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 blah. Alternative blah 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 blah. Yeah. I know where it is.
Oh no! Okay, hang on. Okay, hang on. I'm doing gay math right now. So 1 second.
I'm doing hot cowgirl shit.
Sorry, that's me. Excuse me.
Move.
Lifting tables.
So, with the spell, it is very, very faint, Florian, as you try to find the die that you put into the pocket of one of the your would-be captors from the day before. It is there, and it's right on the edge of the magic, so it is 1,000 feet away. Just by some sort of Xmas miracle, it is within 1,000 feet of you. Almost like some forced plot narrative is putting it exactly there, but we'll never know. I will never tell, and
We'll
don't
never
look
know,
behind the
never.
curtain.
No. Curtain? We have a curtain?
Yeah, yeah. Flicky's now looking. He's now looking behind the curtain.
I thought it was just glass and everyone could see all of the problems.
You, yeah, you can detect it.
I tell the group that it's very far away and we need to get going.
Okay. Is it moving by any chance, or is it stationary as far as you can tell?
Stationary. It hasn't. It's not moving at all. It seems to be.
It does not seem to be moving yet.
Okay, we need to move as fast as possible. Anyone know where we can get a carriage? Actually, Joy is going to want to go outside to check for, the carriage that the bugbears had when they took Flicky.
Yeah, nice.
You're looking for that. You're looking for the carriage that they kidnapped him.
Yes.
Kind of as you head out onto the street, it's getting an awful lot brighter, and the street that you were on is a small little alleyway, and at the end, kind of nestled between some barrels and crates, there is a carriage. You don't see any horses, but there is a carriage, and to your right, you see an exit out onto a main thoroughfare. Florian, the dice is sort of north of where you currently are, and kind of looking around. It's all warehouses, and there is a kind of an acrid smell of smoke on the air, even though it's quite cold, quite fresh. Still smells smoke. And then, kind of as you kind of try to assess your bearings, you hear the faint ting of metal on metal, and all of you know that you are in the old part of Galeshire City. You are somewhere in the labyrinth of Kappa's Anvil, the warehouse and manufacturing district on the eastern side of the city.
Okay. Minerva, we will probably have to run. I apologize. You did such a great job, and I know you'll do this just as well. It's not far, I promise.
You could do that thing where you run really beautifully, and toss your hair as you run.
Exactly.
That's really in now.
I would remind you that you still have 3 Xmas matches.
True.
Ooh, I don't know. Joy is going to be very hesitant in using theirs, considering that dwarven woman's one was so much bigger than ours.
I'm not. I'm gonna flick it and like be like, let's go in the direction that Florian wants us to go.
Oh, you're gonna flick it. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
Wish
what
for
is-
roller skates.
What are you wishing for, Daisy?
I guess a speedy way to get to where we need to go. Whatever
Roller
that means.
skates. Roller skates.
Whatever that means.
Heelys.
You hear under Santa's breath, he's just going, "Don't be a slave, don't be a slave, don't be a slave."
Come on, come on! I think they're guessing it. I think they're guessing it. Okay, so we still have to roll on the table for it. But I tell you what,
Right.
because this is your Xmas wish, and sorry, Dahlia, I did roll that for you previously.
Okay.
So, but I will let you roll a d20 and you let me know what you get. But Daisy, as you take your match out and you strike it against the wall, there's a little flash of light, and nothing happens. For like
Aw.
it's that sort of like, oh, like, well, the geese just appeared out of nowhere and we were all wearing tinsel, and then there's just this
That.
yeah, there's just this yeah, an Uber pulls up. Hi, sorry, I'm here. No, there's
Uber for Daisy.
the ground is shaking for a second, and up out of the earth at the back end of the alleyway, you see kind of the cobblestone and the flagstones all kind of like uproot and lift, and a rat king who happened to be on his Xmas vacation in the city of Galeshire feels compelled for some reason to pull a carriage.
What's his name?
His name is Stanwy. Stanwy the Rat King has made a return.
Stanwy the Whack King.
Stanwy the Whack King.
Wow.
Well, wherever he go, literally wherever Ike goes, Stanwy the Whack King always goes with them, always just keeping an eye on their best friend.
Oh.
Unfortunately, Ike is kind of in the ranking of best friends. Stanwy hasn't made top 10.
Fair.
So fair enough, yeah. Nate never made top 10, but Ivan is in the top 7. He's 7th. It literally uproots itself, and just sort of, again, for no other reason but the power of your Xmas magic, it is now fastened magically to the carriage, and the Rat King just scurries up towards you, stops, and the door opens, and a bunch of little rat butlers open the door, and like a handful have a little tray, and there's like cheese and there's some crackers. There's a
Florian
small,
immediately flies up and just goes, "Oh my god, Daisy, it's just like being back in the Feywild." And I just go right in and I start eating cheese.
I follow straight after.
Didn't we learn a lesson from the last time a carrot just appeared in front of us?
She didn't have
this
cheese.
was me. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, this was okay. Since it was Daisy,
she didn't have
I will
nibbles.
trust
You
it.
like you always take candy from Rat King strangers. That's a
Yeah. There's a
It's a known
charcuterie.
rule in the
That's been
Feywild.
left there for you. That's been left there for you. Know that it's always something good to eat.
yeah. Santos also hops in kind of great. Well, I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
it's great food. What did you get on your D20?
2.
Okay, on
That's a great one, I heard.
on a 2.
I didn't.
Oh, God bless us. God's bless us, everyone. The next time you enter combat, everybody has the blessed condition.
Yes.
Nice.
Everybody
Wait,
is in
Is
everybody.
Everybody.
including the
God
baddies.
bless us, everyone.
Oh, shit.
Oh shit. Okay.
Right.
Man.
Fair.
And again, compelled by the excess magic and knowing where it has to go north, Stanwy the Whack King draws the carriage with all of you kind of in it, nibbling away on cheese and crackers and sipping on spiced mulled wine and orange slices.
Is there not a
Um,
glass of milk here? Come on.
a rat
Milk and
appears
cookies.
out of a small little door in the carriage with a little glass of milk.
Tell no one I asked for this.
One
Technically speaking, cheese is the ice of milk.
that's
Okay.
That's what my mother always used to say to me. I'd have a
Ah.
nice glass of milk with some cubes of cheese in it. It's like water and ice, cheese and milk.
You know what, Minerva? It kind of explains a lot.
Well, I am
Explains
lactose
the
intolerant, so yes.
yeah. While we're in this, we wouldn't have time for like a short rest, would we?
We
I would.
technically did have a long rest, didn't we? Because we were knocked out.
Oh, that is a good point.
No, because you were chained. You weren't lying comfortably in bed.
Yeah, I assumed
being
that much.
massaged by rats. Like it's
So
not.
does it count as a short rest then?
But you do have your short rest that you had banked.
Oh, I'm not using mine yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm asking on behalf of my staff. It's a union.
No, this won't count
Okay,
as a short rest.
I was chancing my arm. However, I would like to chat to Flicky as we're going.
Oh yeah, Flicky has just assumed that he was allowed to come with you.
Yeah.
So he's kind of been holding like the coattails of your blouse, Joy. He's just been holding on to you the way that like a child in kindergarten hold on to the teacher's dress. He's just holding it.
Okay.
So you said you were looking for what?
I do love.
Hepatitis.
Like,
Hepatitis.
if you're looking for hepatitis, like I heard there's a bard from Tezrab that's riddled.
Riddled. No, I'm looking for Hephaestus Tinderson. She's
Asbestos? I mean, the building we were in, like that's full of it, probably.
He coughs, and there's like a little bit of blood in his hands.
Jesus. I told you, you found asbestos, and now it's for hepatitis. I told you, what's that guy's name? Something
Tinderson.
McKnight.
No, you have to listen. She's this tall. She's this angry. Her name is Hephaestus. She's a fire genasi. She's my
Hey.
soulmate. She's my wife. She's been on my boat
Hieronymus.
twice. No, okay, listen. Hester.
Hesselump.
Would we
Close.
recognize the name at all?
Again, everybody's heard of the heroes from Tezrab, Warmnook, Littlehorn, and Galeshire. Like you weren't able to get the day off to go to the temple to watch the gladiatorial battle, but you heard about the Dracohydra, and yeah, you know of Hephaestus, you know of Fia and Ivan and AJ.
I whisper in his in Florian's ear, and I'm like, I think he's like a groupie for the heroes.
Oh. What was it? Fionn, asbestos,
And
Other
Ivor, I think.
Ivor. What's the other one? PJ?
Something like that.
Something, I don't know. They're not very important.
Joy is going to be cackling, just cackling at this. Asbestos.
I feel like I can feel Amber just like that.
Yep. The carriage is just trundling down the road. It's just heading north. It's not, and it's not paying attention to traffic wardens, groups of workers moving from one factory to the other. It's people are spilling out of the way. At one stage, it passed through a pile of tents. You all switched outfits briefly for a split second, and then you were back in your normal clothes after it crashed through another tent. And Stanley is he's just rat dozing his way to north. He's just going for it.
I do appreciate rat dozing.
Yeah,
That's solid.
good. Yeah.
Before you arrive at your destination magically, is there anything anybody else wants to do or ask or see?
Yeah. I just want to ask Flicky. What were you doing with an Exmas dragon?
That's a good question.
Oh, what's an Exmas dragon?
It's the
Oh,
little
it was
dragon.
in an egg. It was in your bag. It was an egg, and the egg hatched.
The thing in the pouch.
Oh. So I haven't eaten in several weeks, and I thought that was a communal fridge. So I just took the egg. I didn't think anybody would notice, and I was just going to have food.
So you were going to eat it.
It was an egg, and it was really big.
But it was calling you Mama.
Don't all eggs do that?
Oh, Flicky, you
The
are
asbestos did get to him.
a special one for sure.
Ah, thanks. Can you tell Hephaestus that?
If I ever meet Hephaestus, sure.
Great.
I don't think you can say things to hepatitis. You got to take medicine for it or something.
Okay, so
He's got to get looked at.
you took this egg out of a communal fridge?
Yeah, so I've been okay. How much time have we got? Do you want to sit down? And he's just kind of
No,
patting a little.
you need to go through it very quickly, Flicky. We don't have time.
Okay. I'll speed through this. So, 19 years ago, I was born and then abandoned by my parents, who I've
Flicky.
never met.
Flicky.
Flicky, can
The-
you please
the
just get to the point? Where did this egg come from? Where did you?
Yes.
Why was it in a fridge?
Oh, so I'm in Galeshire City looking for the love of my life, Hephaestus Tenderson.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
We know you like it's the Tinder part you maybe should look at.
Oh, well, I thought. See, this is. See, okay. Me and this guy, we're gelling. Lifelong
Sure.
friends now. Lifelong friends. I got a job selling matchsticks because apparently I'm fit. I'm perfect. Everybody wants to buy matches from a down on their luck, bedraggled, absolutely wreck of a human being, and I'm a kobold, so that's that's there. I wear a sack for clothes, and they just thought I fit the bill for what they wanted, so I got a job, and I've been selling matchsticks for the Little Match Girl Company.
Can you just confirm who hired you, or recruited you?
Oh, I think his name was Grinchard.
Yep.
Of course it was. Okay, so you were hired by Grinchard, and how did you come across the egg in the communal fridge?
So it wasn't so much a communal fridge as it was in Bridget's office in a treasure chest that was locked.
Okay, so you
So Bridget.
stole the egg from Bridget. Is Bridget a dwarf by any chance? With red hair?
Yeah, that's Bridget. She owns the company.
Oh, she's the one who took Snoot.
Okay,
What's
easy.
a
We go
snoot?
kill Bridget, take Snoot, and we're done.
Snoot is the dragon. Flicky, keep up, please.
Okay.
Also, as an aside, Flicky, you said you hadn't eaten for weeks. Was Bridget paying you?
So the way it works, you see, is I have to buy the matches from them.
Okay,
Oh.
Flicky didn't have any
Oh.
money, so they loaned me the matches, and then any sales I made on the matches went to paying off the debt, and then I had to buy more matches.
Look, Flicky,
That sounds like a great idea. Can I get in on that?
No,
Yeah, sure.
no,
I can,
Minerva.
I can
No.
recruit you.
So I'm
No,
not making much money as a trainee.
Minerva.
Yes.
We will talk about your contract after this.
I think
Flicky,
we
they were taking
lost
advantage of
Louise.
you.
we have.
We did.
They were taking advantage of you. That was essentially a cult.
A cult. Like a big group of friends.
No, just
No.
Minerva. Just let's not get involved with the Match Girl Company. They won't appreciate your beauty.
Oh, okay.
While we see what happened, Daisy's gone off to work for the Little Match Girl. Will we take a quick 5-minute breather as you magically arrive at the Little Match Girl headquarters, and I see what happened to Louise's connection, and we'll take a few minutes.
Cool.
Okay.
Okey-dokey.
Thanks, folks. And before we jump back into there he is with the tinsel on again. It's amazing. It's wonderful. It's Minerva. The transformation is just astounding.
Minerva's about me.
Are you proud of that? Are you proud of what you just said?
That's great. Yeah.
Okay. So I have some really lovely news to mention. Just now, we reached our funding goal for the Palestine Children's Relief Fund. So we have raised €500 for the Palestine Children's Relief Fund, which is phenomenal. And we've raised €290 for Enable Ireland, and we've a little bit of time to go. And I know we're at the worst time of the year because presents and taking care of people and everything else that comes with it. So totally appreciate and respect the fact that not everybody is going to be able to give and may not be in a position to do so. But thank you all so much for your donations, for sharing the stream, for joining us, putting up with us being late. You are absolutely brilliant. I hope you've enjoyed the festive shenanigans so far as we return to Flicky all the way. As the carriage pulls up, all of you are able to just eye the ominous architecture of the Little Match Girl factory. The odious aroma of sulfur catching at the back of your nose. Not you, Minerva, because that is just so congested. The mage hand could do nothing for you. But everybody else, it's you can't help but get a bang of it. And as the carriage with the Rat King Stanley kind of pulls up, it does so just off the main entrance, kind of bringing you down a small kind of where deliveries would be made. And Santos, as the carriage trundles in here, you have a kind of a flash of a memory of in the haze of being in the not the sacred grotto, but another grotto. Like it's a cousin from a town over grotto. You've a flash of being kind of just seeing this, and you can see the ominous chimney stacks that do and have been painted to resemble matchsticks and just plumes of smoke. You were here at some stage before you were carted off, and you can hear someone shouting at you, demanding you tell them where the egg is, tell them where the dragons can be found. And then it all kind of gets hazy as you were kind of snapped back to reality. Reality being Flicky, who is just kind of like, trying to click his fingers in front of your face. He's just doing this and going click, click, click. You seem lost, or like you seem lost in thought. We're here. We're
Sorry,
here.
Flick. Previous I thought I was going to maybe offer you a job crafting and whittling with me, but looks like you don't have a lot of fine motor skills in those fingers. But maybe we can do something. Sorry,
don't tell a Festa that.
Look, I'm when I see a Festa, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut. Okay, that's between you and them. I dare not get in the way of that. But no, I'm sorry. I was miles away. I got a bad feeling about this place. It's just, I don't know. I think I was here. I think they were asking me stuff. Feels like they've been after the dragon, the egg, after Snoot for a while now.
Yeah, no, I was there. I saw everything.
You saw me get?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, they wailed on you so bad. It was terrible.
Yeah, I mean, that would explain why I can't remember shirt strings. Okay, and what else happened? Did you see where, like, I mean, what happened? Like, give me something here, Flicky.
Oh, So I was in the break room and I was watching other people eat, imagining what that was like. And I just saw them drag you through. And yeah, Bridget seemed really, really happy. Um, some say it was for the first time in a long time that they've actually seen her smile. Um, and I got curious, well, because of all the sounds that we're making in the room next door. And boy, how did they do a number on your face? Um, I mean, you're very.
Well, look, the beard kind of covers a lot of it, so it's, I guess I got that going for me.
Yeah, but they said they saw you, they found you at the grotto, and that you must have known something about a dragon or something. And they just pummeled you, and they kept at it. It was just like they
Okay,
just
okay. Look,
pounded away at you. It was
I don't
terrifying.
think
I
my
couldn't take
ego
my
can
eyes
handle
off
much
of
more
it.
of this descriptions, Flicky. Could you? Okay, look, maybe if this all right with you, Joy, maybe we can have Flicky here kind of guide us towards where this Bridget is, and
Uh,
I'm assuming if you find her, we find Snoot. So
okay, Flicky, we are putting a lot of faith and trust in you. Could you do this?
Absolutely. Do what?
Can I roll insight? Oh, never mind.
Yeah. No, I'm going to see if this is a pure, just kind of like, yeah, and he doesn't understand exactly what I'm asking him to do.
He just said do what, which is why I said I'm not rolling insight because he has no idea what we're asking him.
You need to get us to where you found the egg, or to get us to Bridget.
But
Oh,
safely and quietly.
Well, as safely as you possibly can.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think and he reaches under his sackcloth clothes, and you see that he takes out a little lanyard that has a key on it and a drawing of himself. He has a 6-pack. He has a six. Yep. And Hephaestus, there's a drawing of a fire ganassi next to it, and there's love hearts over her head. And I know I still have my key, so I mean we can just go in the employee entrance.
Oh, okay. Please lead the way. Do you know if they have any sort of security that happen?
Oh yeah, lots. And those are the worst. They get real handsy with you.
Okay, and the security, do they
Ask Santa.
hey, no, that Santos, it's legally distinct. Okay, I'm trying to diss
ask
myself.
Santos.
Okay, Santos.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. So there's a lot of security. Do you happen to know when they're on their route? Because you did manage to get into Bridget's office without them catching you. So I have to say that you'd have some idea. Is that correct?
Oh, I mean, nobody really pays attention to Flicky, so.
Hmm.
What
if we all looked like Flicky?
I have an idea.
Okay. Go ahead,
What
Daisy.
if I look like Bridget? What if I look like Bridget?
If Bridget is in there and you walk in looking like Bridget, we're screwed.
Hey, you all had them magic matches, which kind of let us just do whatever we want. Can we not just kind of give one of them a spark and we all look like Flicky here and are desperately in need of some matches to be loaned?
So all 5 of us look like 5 Flickies? You don't think anyone will?
Well, I mean, we can.
Odd?
I know what it's like to look very similar but distinct to someone else, so I think we can just do a similar.
We
thing.
can be Flicky's new recruits.
Oh,
exactly, perfect.
That's a good idea.
Okay.
Do you want to flick one of your matches?
I'll flick my match. Well, I go.
Oh, Flicky kind of averts his gaze.
Right, and I'll strike it upon my horn. I'll
Okay.
strike my match upon my horn.
And what's
Will you
your
hide?
wish?
Huh?
No, yeah, you will.
What's
I
your
wish,
wish?
I wish that we're all a bunch of flickies.
Okay.
N-
Okay.
Not exactly flickies. We need to look slightly
So
different.
roll your d20 for me.
Oh,
Oh no, we're gonna all look exactly like Flicky.
That's okay, because if no one pays attention to Flicky, it'll still work out.
But even so, 5 Flickies might be a bit
Uh,
sus.
In chat, Demon Ralph just said legally distinct flickies.
Yes. Yeah.
So yeah.
Flicky,
I rolled a
Flicko,
14.
Flickos, Flickay.
I'll be Flicky.
Yeah.
Damn it, I was going to say
Dash E.
So I'm gonna give you.
It's a robot
I'm
one.
gonna-
Flicka.
We've had a 14 already, okay? And because you donated, I will let you re-roll for your excess magic, or if you because it's a good berry pudding.
Oh.
And yeah,
They'll
you're
finally
all
feed
on.
Flicky.
Flicky would love
Flicky.
that.
Oh my god! Actually, yeah.
Oh.
Way to
Ah.
upset Flicky.
I re-rolled it.
Yeah, I would.
I got a 1.
Oh no, we've had a
Oh,
one
that means-
before, haven't?
Yeah,
Have we?
but the one is
You
you
did.
roll
So
again and
you
you double
roll
it.
again,
Yeah.
and
Potentially doubled.
But here's the
Double it
thing:
and give it to the next person.
No, you re-roll again, but your Xmas match does not go out.
Oh.
What does that mean?
You have your
Oh.
match. You can use your match again.
I get to make 2 wishes.
Well, like you can
Yes.
save it and use it again another
You can
time.
use it again. Yeah. So you have to roll.
Oh,
You have to
okay.
roll me another d20 to determine, and we double the effect of this spell, and your Xmas. You get to keep your Xmas match.
Be invisible.
Guess what I rolled?
Another
A
one.
1?
A 14.
No.
It's happened with Louise as well. Like a double good berry pie.
Oh, so we're literally bursting.
It did.
Yeah.
Yes,
Going
you
and
are.
feeling bloated.
Yeah, well, all 4 of your stomachs are full of good berry pudding pie.
Oh, so
And we all look like Flicky.
Oh.
You all look like flickies with little swollen bellies. Like that's the thing.
Oh
That's even
no.
worse.
No.
Flicky immediately throws up because it's the first time he's had solid food in weeks, and he's
God.
not able for it. But you all like the carriage. So with a scratch of your Xmas match off your horn, and you only managed to scratch one side of it, Minerva. So the other half you have still to use. And as the Xmas magic just bursts with a flash of brilliant white light, all the rats and mice that work or were working in the carriage kind of look up to see 5 almost identical flickies. Like there's little variance amongst you, like slightly shade. One Joy, you have slightly longer teeth. Santos,
My
you've
sack is a
kept
different brand.
Yes, yeah. Florian, yours like your nails are very well done and manicured. Daisy, you've kind of retained like the kind of like the wonder and whimsy in your eyes. And Minerva, you are just Flicky in a Flicky costume bought from the Halloween store.
So I'm still a big minotaur.
You're
You
still a big
screwed
minotaur,
Flicky.
but with like a Flicky costume on.
I can work with that.
Yeah.
That's pretty legally distinct.
Flicky looks utterly horrified. Ugh! Oh my god! What are you? Oh, you're hideous!
We are you, Flicky.
Oh, please, no, please. That's no.
Yes.
No, you.
Yes, unfortunately.
Florian just starts walking down the road and just goes like, "Oh, asbestos! Where are you, asbestos?" I can get used to this.
Oh my
This is
god,
pretty good.
that's a really good me.
I know. I'm so talented. Like,
as as you are like as Flicky kind of like shudders at the monstrosities that are in front of him, and ignoring the pains in his stomach, you all shuffle out of the carriage. Flicky unlocks the door, so you are now infiltrating, and we are going to do that sort of scene jump. So you are infiltrating the little match girl factory. You have to give me a skill check. You cannot use the same skill as somebody else. And we are looking collectively to get at least 3 successes in order to have a successful infiltration of the little magical factory. So we're going to start with Florian. So what are you rolling?
I think I want to. I don't want to start high, so I think I'll start with
Mid.
Yeah, I'll start mid. I will go with insight. I want to
Okay.
get the vibe. Like I want to try and just keep a vibe check on the rooms as we're
Okay, so
going
you're
through,
trying to
just
suss
to make
out, are
sure
they
that we're not
suspicious?
being.
Okay,
Yeah,
fair enough.
just to make sure that we don't look suspicious. We just look like new recruits.
Okay, Joy.
Do we have advantage on this?
Yes, you do. You've advantage granted upon you by Sam, actually.
Thanks, Sam.
Yeah.
Joy, what are you rolling?
I'm going to roll an intimidation check. Well, I'm going
Okay.
to roll intimidation. So essentially, I'm going to just kind of mean mug anyone who kind of looks towards me in a resting bitch face sort of way. So when they look at me, I'll just kind of like stare at them very deadpan, and they'll be like, "Oh, okay," and avert their gaze.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, make your roll. Santos.
So this is like a working area, right? We're like a warehouse and stuff.
Yes. Yeah.
Then I would like to use athletics and kind of just be stacking boxes and moving boxes really efficiently, just to try and blend in with what's going on.
Gotcha. Yeah. You can give me your athletics check. Minerva.
I'm going to roll performance so people think I'm Flicky.
Okay. Okay. I also love that the cat is just right behind you, Daisy, and it's just staring directly into the camera at one stage, and it looked like a stuffed animal that you just had behind you, staring
I
at the
know.
webcam. Okay,
I know.
athletics,
That's what I was gonna
performance.
roll. Yeah.
And what are you rolling, Daisy?
Anyone do perception?
Okay.
No. I just kind of keep an eye out just to see how people are perceiving us as we're coming through. Is this all working?
Okay.
Are we
So
fitting?
you're kind of doing the same kind of thing as Florian, but Florian, you're looking more like the general sort of mood and the tone of the place that are people getting sketch. Whereas Daisy, you are actually looking to see are they doing anything? Are people kind of coming to approach you? Okay. So Florian, what did you get on your inside check?
So initially, I got 2 7s, which means I got 2 10s, but I spent a luck point and I got a 14 after that.
Oh, brilliant. Okay. And Joy on your intimidation.
I rolled a 15 and I have proficiency, so 19.
Okay. Santos on our athletics check.
There's a 21 for Santos.
Ooh,
Nifty.
slay.
I feel like I should leave Minerva to the last, so we're just gonna skip past Minerva and go straight down to Daisy for your perception check.
Natty 20.
Nice.
Brilliant. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Minerva, how did you get on with your performance check?
I got a 19.
Oh, damn it.
Flicking now.
Oh, I'm
Oh.
Flicky. Oh, it's just me, little old Flicky.
Uh,
Just got a grand variety kobold. Coming in to do my business. Give me some matches.
one of the two of the men, two of the guards that are checking IDs and stuff as they come past, kind of see you as you rock up, Minerva. It's like, oh, get a load of that Flicky guy. Oh, that creep, he's back again. And they just kind of they wave at you. One of them actually kind of retches as you kind of get close. Oh, he gives me creeps. Oh, and he's waving its arms at me. Just go. And then he kind of he lets you pass to Minerva. And they're kind of so distracted by you as Big Flicky. The others, you all manage to kind of oh yeah, just kind of like Muppets. It's past the desk. And they are Florian, yeah, they're utterly repulsed by Flicky. If he's working
Nice.
here, if he's an employee here, they hate him. Everybody hates him. Like nobody seems to. That's the vibe you're picking up on. Everyone is repulsed by Flicky.
Cool.
With the 21 and athletics, Santos, it is just the one box that you pick up, put on a shelf, take off, move to the next shelf, put it, and people are like, "Oh, fucking Flicky, look at him!" He's like, he thinks that's work. Nobody has noticed that's like that. There's 5 of you, but like they're all just like fucking Flicky. Like, of course, there's 5 of him. And like as you kind of give one the stink eye, Joy, it's like, oh, I think he's got pink eye. Like it's it's really like odd. But on a nat 20 on your perception check, Daisy, you do catch out of the corner of your eye that sort of does that weird like chameleon lizard thing where it just kind of flits and then turns. You're like, oh my god, oh. And you can now see out of the left side of your head, and you just see Bridget. You see that dwarven woman from the carriage, scurrying up a flight of stairs as you've all successfully infiltrated the Middle Match Girl factory.
With that, I kind of take 2 steps ahead of everyone to kind of guide the troop
Okay.
in the direction of Bridget.
You all see the whimsical Flicky kind of like move forward. You're not sure who's who anymore. Like you've even kind of forgot that Minerva is. You all just see Flicky, and Flicky's even like, "Which one am I again?" And like one of the guards spits on him. Like it's just like
The multiverse of Flicky.
yeah, it's all eroding. And watching you kind of like skirt around the corner as you give chase behind Bridget. Daisy, you lead us into our next scene, which is evade and capture. So you have infiltrated successfully, so nobody seems to have caught on to you. But now you are going to need to capture Bridget or corner her at the very least. So again, I am going to ask for skill checks. The DC has gone up. You all passed beating 12s, but to successfully evade and capture Bridget, you're all going to need to beat a new DC check of 14. So you cannot use insight, intimidation, athletics, performance, or perception for this scene.
Do we have to be proficient in the skills
no,
that we?
No.
Okay, thank God.
No, because you're Flicky. Like it's just it's a thing now.
So true.
So we're gonna start with Minerva, and we'll work back this time. So Minerva, how are you helping to catch up to and corner Bridget?
I am going to I am going to roll deception.
Damn it.
And I'm gonna shout at the top of my lungs, "Oh no, don't tell Bridget!" And kind of try to draw her attention so that she'll stop, that she won't like keep moving away.
Gotcha. Okay, fair enough. Okay. Daisy.
Kind of ruined my plan a little bit, but
I was also going to go for deception.
Oh yeah, he did this last round. He took performance off me too. God damn it. I guess if I can use Arcana with one of my cantrips, I'm going to try and okay, so with my feet, I can use Mage Hand to like shove someone. Okay. Just to I just want to throw her off kilter and just make her a little bit disorientated. So I want to do that with Arcana.
Okay.
Just kind of
so
disorient
you are
her a
using
bit.
you're using your so you're specifically using a feat with Mage Hand, which would still let everybody else use Mage Hand, and you could still all roll Arcana if you so choose to. Yeah, so you can give me an Arcana check, Daisy, Santos.
This is not a great stuff for me, but it's the only thing I can think of right now that makes sense. Can I roll history? Just try and recall kind of that I've obviously taken up through this place. So just to kind of maybe know the kind of route that she's going to take so that we can kind of like get ahead of her, that kind of thing.
Perfect. Yeah, of course I can. And Joy?
I want to use animal handling to try and essentially, I want to be like a sheepdog where I'm going to like navigate people in a way that will kind of corral Bridget. So I'm going to be like micromanager and just kind of like nudging people. I know it's so essentially, yeah, I'm gonna animal handle you. I'm gonna HR you and just kind of like not like kind of like bump into people to get them to move a couple steps to the left and
HR,
such.
renowned animal handler.
Yeah. So like a true manager, you
I
see
love
your
this.
employees like animals.
No,
To be fair, Joy would see us like beloved pets.
exactly.
Yes.
They're my babies.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna. That is some far fucking reaching. But I'm.
It's animal handling, but she's the animal. She's the sheepdog. She's
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
yeah.
analogy.
It's an
was
animal.
literally-
An animal is handling these people.
Exactly. We'll go with that one.
Everyone takes the manual animal
Manual
handling course.
Yes.
Try saying that fucking 10 times.
Oh
fast.
my god, yes.
In a new job. And then Florian.
So I was thinking about
Animal handling.
investigation.
Okay.
I was thinking about investigation. So I would like to assess the room and get a bead on where's the best place that we can kind of push her, like kind of helping Joy out a little bit. Where's the best place we can push her that's maybe close to a window that we might be able to push her out, or close to like something that we might be able to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Something like that. Close to something that we might, or like some sort of like closet that we might be able to like push her into and like.
I'm picking up
Don't
on
want
these death signals for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where's the most
So-
murderous part of the room?
Absolutely.
You're all
The darkest corner.
you're all going to need to give me a roll, and you're trying to beat a 16.
I think I did.
I did.
I did not.
Yeah, I did.
I got a 23.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a dirty 20.
Okay.
I got a natural 20.
Ah!
Filthy 20, you mean? Natural
Okay.
20s are filthy 20.
Pure dort.
Dort.
Dort of a
What
20.
did you get?
Dort.
What did you get?
I got a
Dorothy
dirty
20.
20. Dirty 20.
I got a
What did you get, Daisy?
A 2.
23.
Okay.
humble two.
And a humble 2. Okay. Okay. So it's one of those things where it all happens in the blink of an eye. And Santos, as you're trying to
The flicky of an eye.
recall a flicky of an eye, yeah. As you're trying to recall the lay, like it's a thing of like it's all fuzzy, and like as much as Flicky's visceral description of the beating you received really jarred your memory of that. As you try to recall where that happened, all you can feel is the sting of knuckles against your jawbone. And the memories don't quite come past that, and you're now trying to push those down. For our momager, it is that thing where Flicky you step in and you're like, no, go over there. And it's not that people, for the record, it's not that people are actually following your orders or commands. It's just that they are so put off by you that they are corralled away from you. And like
That works.
yeah, it's like yeah, they are like, oh god, it's following, and they're moving. So, and they are people are kind of now starting to sort of form a semicircle, like, and there is a clear path to Bridget. But as you kind of approach and as the gang the circle kind of moves with you, so they are kind of giving you cover as you approach her as well.
That's my
yeah.
animal magnetism.
I mean, yes, in that sense of you are repulsing each
Also,
other.
I mean, they're
Magnetism.
also repulsive because opposites are
Yeah.
like spell.
Yeah, and Flicky is incredibly opposite of everything. And with the mage, so can you remind me, sorry, Daisy, what you were hoping to do? Mage, you wanted to kind of shove her.
Yes, I can move someone 5 feet with the telekinetic feet. Now she does need to make a strength save. I don't know. If...
Oh, okay. I will roll for that. Just to see, it's still going to push her, but we'll see if she's actually shoved the 5 feet or not.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nat 20, so no. No, she's not. Oh wait, I still have disadvantage.
You've disadvantage.
Stupid.
Thanks, Shay.
Thank you.
That's another nat 20.
No.
No. Are they the moss dice? If they're the moss dice, I got to come in and
No, they're
throw
not
them
the moss
away.
dice. They're not the moss dice. They're my Cassiopeia dice. So you do, the mage hand does kind of put a hand on her, and it's like Flicky, and it kind of like she kind of does that. She now tries to get away from it. But as you Minerva, as you kind of go, oh no, don't tell Bridget. She whips around, and the crowd that you had corralled, Joy Flicky, immediately parts. You find yourselves having kind of followed her up these stairs on the third floor of the factory, and you seem to be kind of in the upper offices. And Bridget was making her way towards a set of large, ornate oak doors with a handle on it. She goes to open. She hears someone say, "Oh no, don't tell Bridget." At that same time, your mage hand just kind of gives her a shove. The crowd parts, and there's a bunch of people in black robes standing there holding clipboards and like boxes, and everyone's just like looking at Flicky, and everybody is now looking at the 5. Don't tell Bridget what?
Well, I can't tell you, can I?
Oh, we should probably tell you somewhere private. Somewhere it's very exclusive information.
Deception check.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and add to that and be like, oh yeah, we heard some whisperings about some goings on in the night market.
Is she making an opposed insight check, Declan?
She is, yes.
I would like to give her my 7, please, that I rolled on my portent. And
I knew that was coming.
Or I got a 20 something.
Okay.
20, dirty 20, dirty 20.
Dorty.
Absolutely filthy.
Dart.
Filthy 20.
Okay. You all have to stop, because that's just giving me goosebumps now. In
Never.
A non-great way, I'm like,
Working for
it's better not awaken anything in me. You just see as she whips around, like her hood falls back, and just this mop and tangle of red and copper curls just spill out.
Okay, Annie.
And yeah, it's very Annie. But when she turns, like you just see her beard is also sort of the same sort of burnt, ashy kind of color, and her eyes lock on you, Florian Flicky, and an eyebrow just raises very, very sharply, and you see that she's gotten, like, the little match girl has gotten old. She's now the little match middle-aged woman. Little match bitch. Okay, little match. She's the little match bitch. And she just does this, like, very, very slowly, and she opens the door to her office. Well,
I just like scurry in as Flicky. I'm like, asbestos.
Can we all follow?
Yeah, she's leaving.
Yeah.
She's not sure which the fuck is one of you. There's six
I was like,
Flickies.
I only know a sixth of the story. They know the other the other 5 pieces.
Yeah, actual Flicky follows in, and he does the same thing, but he's like, and he's just following in. Everybody else just going in?
Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely. And can I still do some slight animal handling just to make sure that she's in that cornered position?
Okay. Give me.
Is the door closed now?
Yeah, we can
So,
close the door behind us, right?
Yes. Okay. Santos Flicky, you are kind of, let's say, the last to enter, and it is, I think, you shut the door behind you, and you have found yourselves in Bridget's office, and it is this large open space. There's a fireplace with a roaring fire in it. There's a large desk in the middle of the room. Huge window behind her that climbs the wall and looks out across the factory yard and the city beyond. The bookshelves, the walls are lined with bookshelves that kind of tower to the ceiling. And there's a step ladder to one side that goes halfway up. And as all of you enter, and Santos, you shut the door, all of you just hear the garble from
My baby.
one. Jesus, 75. Behind the desk and behind Bridget, there is a large silver bird cage, and lying at the bottom of it is our little baby Exmas dragon, who half coos a weak purr on seeing his mama come into the room. Flicky, utterly oblivious to this, is just kind of like walking over and just touching the books. He's just touching things in Bridget's office. He likes to come here and do that every now and again. Well, out with it.
I'll go first if you want. No, it's okay. Come close, because if I don't want to say it too loud, because if other people hear it, there'll be lots of trouble. Come close. Close to me, Bridget.
Come on, Declan. Close to Winnie.
You see, Flicky, that's how you handle a woman. You gotta give clear instructions and communication.
Flicky opens a book and writes that down on one of the pages. He just writes across it. Bridget kind of saunters over to you, Minerva.
Right. And Minerva puts her hands up like this as if she's going to whisper. And what she does is I'm just going to Minerva's just going to grab Bridget's shoulders as she comes close and pin her to the ground. So I have to do a grapple check as well as a pinning check as part of my grappler feat. And I have advantage on both.
Nice.
Okay.
Right. Okay, so the first roll is a natural 20. So that's for the grapple, and then for the pin is a natural 1, but I have advantage.
Oh.
Grappler, I heard
21.
Thanks, bro.
Nice.
Oh.
Okay.
So I have a grappled and pinned.
So
I'm
it's
going
in
in,
this.
bitch!
It's in this one moment that as she gets, and she's not even like, within whispering distance, but you kind of like cup your hands around your mouth, and she does lean in. You reach out for her, Minerva, and you all see as Minerva Flicky grabs Bridget and spins the dwarf woman round. All of you just see Minerva's costume fall off in the way that any costume, paid for less than €1 just eventually crumbles away, and all of your Flicky guises just vanish as the Xmas magic dwindles. And Bridget is utterly horrified on seeing the four of you, and then her eyes lock on you, Santos. And as you turn and kind of you sweep out from under her, Minerva, she hits the ground with a very head thud, and she roars out, "Guards!" As the doors swing open, and the factory workers who were laboring outside trying to listen. Yeah.
I want to strike my match.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
Yep. What's your wish?
I want her match. The big long match. I want it.
That might be a loophole that I did not see coming. I wish for more wishes.
Get dunked on.
Yeah.
There's a reason I'm the manager.
I'm the manager.
It's time to manage this shit.
Get managed,
Okay.
Karen.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Let me just scramble real quick just to see what I'm doing now. D&D, what's that look like? Let's see. Okay.
Ralph says, watching Declan silently panic.
Silently.
quite,
I'm
anyway.
fucking doing my best Fraggle right now as I'm like, oh. Okay. So you draw your match, Joy. And when you do, you catch a couple of things in this moment. As the workers spill into Bridget's office and we're about to roll for initiative, you take your match that you had tucked just behind your ear, and you strike it against the ground. And there is a flash of light. And you see the dragon in the back, the little baby dragon, his eyes light up as Xmas magic erupts around him. And he glows a little brighter in that moment, and then it just dissipates into this pale green-gray again. And Bridget scoffs, like kind of pinned down by Minerva, and your knee in her back, sort of a thing. She kind of just can half see it. And she just kind of like, ugh, pathetic. It's not even real Xmas magic. And then she feels the wish as you cast your Xmas magic. Can you roll your d20 for me?
I am going to So that was a 16.
I think we got a
Okay.
16 before.
Once again?
I
Yeah.
was hoping for more Goodberry pie.
Oh yeah, we got a 16. Oh, so another roll.
Nope. We're sticking with our 16.
Geese.
No, our
16
16 is
geese.
underneath the mistletoe.
Yes.
As you wish
besties.
for Bridget's Xmas matches, you see that her eyes just kind of widen in terror and fear, and a drawer opens in her desk, and a long silver case just kind of hovers up, and it opens with a click, and there are 4 long Xmas matches in it. And
Do it.
Santos, you know why these matches are, because you feel the magic. You feel the magic from the Xmas Wish cast by Joy, and you feel the magic coming from the big matchbook. The matchsticks that Bridget has been casting have been hewn from the bones of an Xmas dragon.
It's the baby's mama. I'm fucking you. Oh, I'm gonna kill her.
You have now in your hand. They magically just appear in your hand. You have 4 large Xmas matches.
Awkward.
Oh, I hate it. I want to murder Bridget.
Oh, absolutely. That is what Joy intends to
The game.
doing.
Bridget,
The game.
this
Well, I
is
crush
not
her with my
something I relish
molars.
you, but I'm putting you on the naughty list. This cannot go unpunished.
We want to roll initiative.
Bridget just starts cackling maniacally. Naughty list. Oh my god, you people are nuts. You people are, and she's wriggling underneath you, Minerva. And when she does, you see for a faintest moment, when she wriggles, she just blinks out of place as she casts Misty Step. And when she does, anybody within 5 feet of her, which I do believe maybe most of
That's
you.
me.
Definitely you, Minerva. Definitely
I think I would
you,
have been in 5
Joy.
feet.
Hmm?
I don't
Isn't
think I would have been within 5
doesn't
feet.
she have to do a wisdom check to see if she's charmed by me?
I'm getting to that
Okay.
because we still have that. So she blinks away using Misty Step. I'm going to need. I'm just going to roll a d10 for damage. Is anybody saying that they wouldn't be within 5 feet of her?
No, I would have been away from
I
her.
wouldn't be. Yeah.
I was definitely going down closer.
Okay. I think then, so Joy, Minerva, and Santos take 3 fire damage, as when she casts Misty Step, flames just erupt where she was, and where she appears in the doorway, more flames appear again.
Does that hit her little cronies?
Yes,
the door?
they do. They all get singed at the door, and they take, oh god, please roll low. They take 10 fire damage.
Yeah.
Oof. Ouch.
Okay. Everybody roll initiative, but all eyes are on Joy,
Boy.
holding 4 of the long spindly matchsticks, and with your Xmas magic under the mistletoe, you are the focus for all aggression.
Hell yes. So I rolled a 7 on my first initiative, and I spent my last luck point, and I got a nat 20 on my initiative
Nice.
Oh, nice.
for 22. I don't know about you, but I got 22.
I got a 21.
I got a 16, but I might use one of my.
Oh, hold on. I'm also going to add bless because God blesses
yes.
everyone.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
I got a
yes.
23.
Yes. You have your blessed condition.
I'm 25 now.
Aw.
A 12 for me, as I'm so enraged by this
12?
desecration of the Exmas dragon.
That is a
Sorry.
19 for me then.
How do I do blessed? Do I just roll a d4? Is it?
Roll a
D4.
d4.
Okay. And
It's
also,
the
did I
opposite
take
thing.
did I take damage from her?
3.
flame?
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
You took 3.
Oh, I took 3 as well. Okay.
Yeah,
I thought I was going to take more because I was on top of her.
No, it's just anyone really within 5 feet of her takes a d10 worth of fire damage.
Grand. So I got 17 anyway with my bless.
Okay. 17 with bless. So I have a 12, a 17, a 19, a 25,
23 for me, but I got a
23.
19.
Okay. Nat
If that
20.
counts for anything.
It does, because the way I rule nat 20s in my games is that you have a free action at the start of combat. So you may take an
Nice.
action before we get into the actual chain. And we had an 11 for Bridget, and a nat 1 for our workers, of which there were 8. There's now 3.
Oh no!
Wow.
Yeah,
I am going to use
so-
my free action to cast a spell, and I donated to give you disadvantage specifically on this spell. I'm going to cast Tasha's Mind Whip on
Nice.
Bridget.
Oh, that's great.
She's my last level 2 spell slot.
And that is a wisdom save.
Intelligence.
Oh, to tell. Oh, okay.
13.
Okay, we're not too bad at it. Bridget's quite smart. Nope, she's not. I
Nope.
lied.
What did you get?
That's a 12 or a 9.
Hell yeah. Did she bless?
Thank you.
A 4 still won't beat it because it's 30. Oh, well, it will actually.
I rolled a 1 on both of my blesses, so don't
That
worry.
is brilliant.
She got a 10, so she's going to take 3d8 psychic damage, and she can only use. She loses her reaction, and on her turn she needs to pick action, movement, or bonus action, and she can only do one of those.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm making sure we pin this bitch and kill her.
Yeah.
That's kind of garbage. We'll roll a better dice. We'll do this one because we're all better. So 8 and 16 points of psychic damage.
Okay. Wow.
Wow.
You cast your magic out at her, like Florian. It's that thing of like nobody gets to out be a bitch than you. But if you're gonna be a bitch about it, you don't be a bitch to fucking animals. You bitch.
You bitch to people; they deserve it.
Yeah, you bitch at people. And those are the thoughts that you're like kind of whispering in your own head, and suddenly they're in Bridget's, and you see her wince from it. And she kind of looks. She's looking around the room, and she's looking at her dropped employees that are around her. And her eyes are still locked on Joy. And we are now entering initiative, and with a 25, it's Daisy up front.
Okay, I'm just wondering, is Bridget and her cronies in a 20-foot space of each other?
There.
I'm going to cast Fairy Fire directly on top of them, so they all need to give me dex saves.
Nice. I was actually thinking about doing that on my turn. Fairy magic. Hell yeah.
So that's a 17 for Bridget.
Passes.
And a 10 for her employees.
Fails. So we've advantage against the employees. And who's next in the initiative order after me?
It is Florian.
I'm going to give Florian Bardic Inspiration, so add 1d6 to whatever you like.
Thank you.
Nice.
And what does your
Stunning.
bardic inspiration look like? What do you do to inspire your friend?
So I have little like jingly bells on my earrings. So I give the two of them a little twinkle and do a twirl in the air, like spinning up as I'm casting my fairy
Obnoxious.
fire.
Yeah, got it. Yeah.
Yes, completely
Straight fire.
obnoxiously. Yeah.
Florian's impressed. Florian's like, okay, I didn't know she had this showboaty energy in her. Good for her. Get it, girl.
Still don't like her though.
I mean, she's fine. She could be worse. She could be Bridget. I'm going to cast Ice Knife on Bridget, and I assume her little guys are within 5 feet of her.
They
Great.
are.
That's how Ice Knife works. I'm going to use my Bardic, and I'm going to use my Bless, and we'll see what we get. I have no more luck, so... Ooh. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I don't think this hits her. Oh, hold on. What's my spell attack bonus? 5. So that's 8, 10, 14.
To hit her AC.
Yeah.
Meets it, beats it.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so she and her cronies need to make dex saves, I believe. I think that's how Ice Knife works. I've played D&D before. On a hit, the target takes 1d10 piercing damage. Hit or miss, the shard then explodes, and the target and each of them. Okay, she needs to make a dex save of 13. Her and her guys.
Yeah, she rolled a 12 and they rolled an 8. This is really because I rolled 2 nat 20s with these dice, and now I'm not rolling above.
Well, you shouldn't waste it.
Yeah. Well, fair enough.
That's-
Okay. Yeah.
So the ice
That's not
knife
you.
hits her for the ice knife hits her for 10 damage. I rolled max.
Okay.
And the cold damage on her and her boys is Jesus Christ 9.
Okay. So 10 as piercing damage on her, and then 9 cold damage.
9 cold.
Well done.
Pew, pew, pew. Thank you for the bardic. That got it for me.
So let me just. I now have to do math again. Okay. Okay. Just sort of like Florian seeing seeing Daisy kind of flit up, and like again the jingle of the bells in her ears and her hairpiece. It's like, oh yeah, okay, all right, okay, I see you trying to take the spotlight. I see what you're trying to do.
I respect that.
And it's just kind of like just at the tip of your finger, like all that bitterness and that spite and that coldness that you have concentrated in years in that one fingertip when you're dealing with customers. It's like, no, you don't point your finger at me. No, you don't point your finger at me. It all like this frigid energy of hate just forms at the tip of your well manicured fingertip, and there's just this long, sharp fingernail that just erupts. It strikes Bridget dead on, and when it does, it bursts into shards of ice that strike at the workers around her. And you see they all wince and they flinch from the blades, and their robes are cut and their faces are cut. There's blood. Bridget, on the other hand, is standing there completely and totally in shock. Like when the cold hits her, she doesn't seem to react for a moment, and then you almost see her whole body, her whole demeanor shift and change as the cold just carries through her body, and she gets a little bit smaller in herself.
That's why you don't fuck with fairies. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we bring up past childhood trauma, bitch. On a 19, that was our Minerva, or was it
I was 17, I think.
17?
I was
Okay.
19.
That is Joy then. Sorry, yep.
So I want to cast Witch Bolt at Bridget.
Which one?
Okay.
Which one?
At second level.
He'll Declan's immediately going on to Tiltify to give me disadvantage.
I actually am. So if you bear with me one moment, I'm not. I don't like. I'm feeling like I'm getting bullied. Disadvantage.
To be
One
fair,
moment
the
while I
task-
conduct this.
The mind whip was a little personal, I have to say.
Oh, okay, noted. Talk amongst yourselves while I donate money to charity to spy Tendai.
So everyone, if you need dice for after Christmas, because they probably won't get delivered by Christmas, go to Mystery Dice Goblin. Hee hee tee hee. I'm gonna link it in chat if I find it.
I'm gonna show off the
Us.
cool HP tracker I'm using at the moment. It's a sword.
Do it.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Wait,
That's really
I'm not
cool.
looking.
Oh, that's shiny.
Wow.
I
Is he-
love it.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
What the heck?
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It can
I'm
also
kind
like
of
check
living for
your like death saves and like your hit dice and stuff, and like your spell slots up here. So yeah,
That is
insane.
cool.
A sword.
a sword.
A sword.
Yeah.
I'm just. I think my donation's gone through, but I want to keep things up on up. Oh, I donated. Yeah, okay. We've now $505 for the Palestine Children's Relief Fund. So I donated there. I was going to donate to Naval Army. So you've disadvantage, or I have advantage.
Okay.
Okay.
Do I have disadvantage or
see
is Tendai disadvantaged?
I have
Tendai
this.
has disadvantage.
Oh damn, you got disadvantage for my bad pun. Nice. Never punished.
Okay, so the second roll was a nat 20.
Okay.
So it's either a 24 or a 22 to hit.
Nice.
Does that hit?
Does that hit?
Open your wallet up again and go like, triple disadvantage.
I'm paying for Christmas wish for Bridget.
I'm actually paying an. I'm not even. I'm paying for an Xmas wish. Get out of my way.
Oh my god!
You fucking serious?
It's going to be.
She
It's
should
going
have
to be
any
a
matches
16
on her.
again. It's going to be a 16 again.
No, I'll be nice.
only roll
I'll be nice. I won't. I won't donate money to charity because that's not
Yeah,
fair
good.
on Tendai.
Think of the important
Uh,
things in life here, Declan.
Fair and balanced play in Dungeons and Dragons.
That's
Okay.
not why I came
I-
here.
I mean, if anybody else in chat wanted to donate an Xmas magic for me to
Do it,
school
do it, do
there,
it.
that would be nice. That would be a lovely Xmas gift for me. But you were casting
Witch bolt
Witch Bolt
at
yeah,
second level.
yeah, 22 hits. Yeah.
Yee. Okay,
Take
so
me the hair clips that are
first-
bothering me. Since
first dice is 12,
Okay.
and the second is a 5. So that is 17 damage.
Okay. Any
Just
bonus
draw.
action?
Bonus. I'm just checking. I don't think I have any. Oh wait, no, I do. Ha ha ha. No,
Do you?
I have unarmed strike, but do I want to slap her?
I mean, why not?
Yeah, do you know, fuck it.
I hardly know her.
I'll give. I'll give it a shot. I will try and not slap her. I want to try and punch her in the throat.
Okay.
Might be more
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
violent.
Okay.
Love it. Gorgeous.
Slap her. I don't know her, but I'm gonna throat punch her. Yeah. Give me an arm strike.
Is a that is a 14. Does that fail?
No, 14 hits.
Oh, deadly. Okay. And that is a 4 damage.
Okay. Okay. Old Bridget's not looking so hot. Gotta be honest.
Let me at her. Let me at her.
And this isn't
Yeah,
going to be. This isn't a gentle strike because I do have monk, so it's a proper like right for the throat.
Okay.
Yeah, I was wondering. I was like, how are you bonus action punching him right now? This is so cool.
As you as the crackling energy of Wishbolt just erupts from you, Joy, it's that you immediately, still channeling that magic outwards, as you see Bridget just sort of struggle through the pain. Seeing an opening, you literally walk up, and now you don't manage to quite get her right in the throat, but you get her straight into the clavicle bone. And like one of the guards- one of the guards next to her just goes, "Oh," like just kind of like, that looks like it hurt. Doesn't say it out loud, obviously, because he doesn't get Bridget hit him. Minerva, you're up.
Okay, so I just need you to clarify something for me, okay? So we went upstairs to the office, correct?
Correct.
And she's in the doorway where the guards came in, so she's at the top of the stairs.
Correct.
Okay, right. I'm going to take my match, which you said I could use again because I only struck one side of it. And so I'm going to strike the match, and I'm going to wish for her shoes to be tied together, by which I mean she gets disadvantage on this save that she's got to make. And I will have wished for her shoelaces to be tied together. I'm going to run at her and attack her with my horns. And because I'm a Minotaur, I have hammering horns. So if I make the hit, I will also do a shove to send her flying down the stairs.
Okay.
Hell yes.
Or over the
So,
banister.
You're going to, you're going to
Christmas table.
Yes, wild Xmas magic table.
Oh yes.
As you take your match and strike it. I really hope you cast
It's a
Goodberry
A
Pudding.
9.
Okay, I don't know if we've
Oh,
had
we've got that one
I
yet.
don't think we have that one here.
New rolls.
No, that's a new one.
Oh, wait.
All your card members get a long rest.
No, it's a lump of coal. A bag of holding that contains 100 pounds of coal appears on your person.
Smack her
amazing.
with it.
I've been looking for
yeah. It's actually Santos's. His initials are on the bag and everything.
SC.
Yeah, so you have a bag of holding with 100 pounds of coal in it, and in this economy, that means you are loaded.
I know, right?
Yeah.
With Bridget not even realizing it as you cast more Exmas magic, and again, Snoot at the back of the office just kind of like looks up very, very weakly,
Oh, no.
and barely even opening his eyes this time. He doesn't glow as the Xmas magic is cast. He his head kind of falls, and you hear kind of a clang from the cage as the little light on his nose goes out. Bridget's shoes untie themselves and then tie together magically as she's unaware of it. Make your attack roll.
16 to hit.
16
And then
hits.
she's got to meet a 14, but she's got disadvantaged, or else she'll be shoved.
Again, I would just.
I need to do damage as well. So damage is 10.
Okay. If there was just any kind soul out there in chat that wanted to give, I don't know, an old DM a little bit of advantage to cancel out the disadvantage. You know, it is Xmas after all.
But
And
it's
it
my
is-
Xmas wish for her to have disadvantage.
No, your Xmas
Oh.
wish, her shoes were tied, my friend. You don't get to undo this here now. Her shoes got tied. That was not your Xmas wish.
But mechanically,
Aha!
that was
Romby X has me, so we're going to wait for 2 seconds.
Don't
to
you
make sure that
dare.
Romby
Oh, dare.
Don't you
Doesn't double-
dare.
What a
doesn't
suck.
double cross me.
I wanted a cinematic ending of death of her going.
Oh wait, no, yeah. Let's let her make it at whatever. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
How dare you donate to a good cause?
I think we can assume it's going in, right? Well, it could be disadvantaged.
Yeah, I know that's the other side of it as well. I was I've hurt Romby enough in my games for them to throw it back in my face.
I love it. It's like, how did you raise so much money? Just trying to one up each other. That's how we did it. Not pettiness. Pettiness, not the goodness of our hearts, the pettiness of our hearts.
That happened
trying
to
to
me
hurt
in
each other.
D8 Drive. That happened to me in D8 Drive, where I had one secret, and Declan was like, "I don't like secrets. I'm paying 50. I'm donating €50 to make you reveal that secret." I was like, "Well, fuck you." It was
But
good,
to be
but-
fair, on the first night of D8 Dungeon Drive, the amount of people that were in chat just to make Melissa O'Brien DM was insane. And then she immediately had to donate €150 herself to get out of having to DM for the rest of the game. So that was that was mad. Oh, we're at 305. Thank you so much for saving my. I just need to double check that was for me and not for. Nice list. Why do you want to give it, Louise? Oh, who do you want to give advantage to? Louise.
Me.
My, how the tables have turned.
I love you.
Oh,
Yes.
I see how it is.
Got him.
Oh,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I'll just roll with disadvantage then, I guess. So that's a 5
I think she's failing it.
or
Oh.
an 18.
We'll take the 5, please.
Okay.
What's behind door number 5?
You
10 damage and then more fall damage, please.
Caroline, like 10 damage, please. Okay.
10 damage and then
So-
4 damage, please. Okay, go.
Minerva, as you cast the Xmas magic out, and you feel like you all see Bridget's shoes untie and tie themselves, just sort of kicking your feet back and like readying the charge. It all happens in slow motion. As the Minerva, you just barrel straight into Bridget and just sort of upswinging your head and your horns. They tangle in her cloak and in her robes, giving you kind of the perfect kind of catch or anchor to toss her. She is sent hurtling up into the air, and it's that thing of like the employees are like Bridget, and they all watch as she's just like, and now she's scrambling through the air, and she's just like, it is that thing of like, you haven't just sent her down, you sent her up and out, and across from the stairwell there is another. She loves she loves our Bridget, the little match girl woman, loves a high window. She just loves a high window.
Oh, beautiful. Oh,
Oh,
She-
gorgeous.
oh my god.
crashes through the window.
It's
and
a tower moment.
And it's a stained glass window as well, of like a little match girl holding a little match that the sunlight catches and it glows. It's beautiful. She smashes straight through it, screaming as you send her flying, spilling out, and you all just hear kind of a thud outside in the yard. And then one of the employees just looks at the other and goes, "Oh, I think she's dead."
Yeah.
Merry
Minerva's-
Christmas.
Merry Xmas.
Minerva's going to turn to
free.
Joy and go, how did I do?
Minerva, you are no trainee no more. Well done.
This is
You're now
awesome.
an intern.
Unpaid.
You still have three. You still have three employees who are standing there, kind of like wondering what to do. And Santos, it is your action.
I
Fuck them up.
I think
They
I
are
just
still shrouded in fairy fire, by the way, as well.
I look at them and I say, "Look, folk, that woman was one who paid your bills. You don't got to do anything, but you know what we got here is a poor little dragon in distress. So why don't we kind of stop all this hubbub and negativity in here? Let's try get some festive cheer going, okay? Put down your weapons." And I just like, as I saying this, I'm running towards Snoot to make sure he's okay.
Okay. Give me a persuasion check at advantage, only because they all hated Bridget.
Fair.
That is a 15.
Yeah, they all kind of look at you and like, yeah, lunch, late lunch, and like, oh, Flicky's here. Oh, Flicky, you can't come. And Flicky's just been standing idly by, still holding that same book. Like, what? And yeah, they kind of like, all right, okay, thanks for dealing with Bridget, I guess. Like, are we unemployed now? And they are. They're all just kind of shuffling out the door, Santos, as you convince them to leave. Heading over to the baby Exmas dragon, you see that he has gone a stone gray color.
Oh no.
I just like rip open the cage and like carry him out and bring him over to the rest of the group. Joy, you got those Xmas magic.
Yes, of
Can
course.
we use them?
I'm just gonna hand them over. Like there was a reason Joy didn't try to use any of them. And Joy's just gonna hold them out and say, please, I hope he's okay.
Look, I think in the spirit of Xmas, why don't we all do this together? That's, everything I know about Xmas dragons is that they need to be in a warm, nurturing, loving, joyful environment. That needs to come from all of us. Like, I'll hold him, and I can be like the conduit or the channel for this. But if you all take these matches, I can, we can all get them back together.
I
Okay.
want to use because I have like little packets that I keep in my outfit, and I take them out and I use prestidigitation. I can heat them up for an hour, and I just want to heat them up and put them in beside the little dragon to keep it warm.
And I will use my mind link to just start saying, like, essentially just sending really like warm, positive imagery towards them. So because Kalishtar, I can't exactly dream, but I'm sending all my little moments of magic that I've seen from working through all these stalls in the night market. So just people being really kind and sweet to each other, and giving each other gifts, and oh, that's just a tip for you and the family and things like that. So I'm just sending all of that to them, and Joy is choked up, like there are tears, like ugly crying. Well, pretty crying, but ugly crying still. But yeah, that's all going towards the baby, and I'm just going to be like, please be okay, please be okay.
Minerva has a ring of animal influence, so with that, I'm going to cast. What was it? Animal friendship, so that again, it just sort of reinforces that we're all friends and we love each other and all that.
I wish I had something corny and cool to do.
Which is what Florian says out loud.
No, but Florian can just be like, "You're okay, I guess."
But like, I'm gonna take the match and like kind of go like, I could do whatever I wanted with this, and I'll get ready.
As the kind of like with the four of you kind of huddling around Santos, who's cradling the baby Exmas dragon, and each with an Exmas match, you take the match and like strike it against your hide, your boot, your horn, floor, whatever it might be, to kind of give it a light, and all with kind of a hand on Santos's back. The matches light up, and where you were hoping and praying, wishing and wanting for that brilliant flash of white light, there is just a puff of smoke, and a flash of an orange flame, and the match head lights up.
Did you do it? What's taking so long?
Yeah.
Just regular matches.
What?
It's just a match.
Does that mean the magic's gone?
I mean, the dragon was
No.
magic. I assume the dragon was the magic, right?
No,
I'd like to do an Arcana check to see if there's any magic still radiating from the dragon.
Oh God.
Yep, give me an Arcana check.
Yeah, can I cast detect? I have a free cast of detect magic as a furbolg.
Perfect.
19.
Yep. So Florian, you are kind of like, oh yeah, it's just the magic's gone, and you don't feel anything coming from the dragon, the little baby Exmas dragon. There's no magic at all. But Santos, as you kind of, it's that thing of like you are, checking the magic list, and you're checking it twice. There's
Trying to find out if you're dead or alive.
There is a hum of Xmas magic still in the air, and it is that thing of like it's not coming from the matches, it's not coming from these sticks, it's not coming from the baby Xmas dragon, and as you kind of cast out and you feel for the magic, it's coming from behind you.
Oh, is she alive?
And just sort of standing slightly off to one side, you see Flicky picking his teeth with a matchstick.
Flicky, bring that here
This
now, right now.
Okay. And he literally walks straight towards you, and he trips on his own 2 feet. And it is that Minerva slow motion movement where immediately all 5 of you kind of like dive for the match.
Like mage hands.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's all in beautiful slow motion. Flicky's just like, wow, I'm okay. No, I'm okay, guys. It's carpeted. I'll be fine. And he doesn't understand. And the match hits the ground and it bounces. And Minerva dives for it and just tumbles out of the way, landing on top of Flicky. And it bounces a second time as Joy and Florian both just sort of fly in and both slap into each other. And it strikes the ground, and there is a flicker of sparks, uh, uh, Daisy, as you sweep down for it and just miss by a hair's breadth. And we see it tumble a final time as you go to grab it, Santos, and it lights up. And there's a brilliant flash of white light. And you all feel Xmas magic just erupt around you. And Flicky just stands. No, it's okay, guys. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Shut up. Oh my gosh.
No wonder hydration left him.
Flicky, we will talk about this another time. Is he okay, Santos?
I think so, and I kind of just like you like hold the match aloft and just like will everything, like all of the latent Exmas magic that's around and kind of channeling from this just like into Snoot, into our little baby dragon on the cusp of death.
You might want to put him down.
Why?
And Flicky points out the window. I don't think she's going to be happy if you're hanging out with her baby. And in the distance, flying for the first time in over a millennia, a dragon is spotted. Although many people say it was just weird clouds. And a lot of people were drunk because it's the Mask of Winter's Ball. So no one's going to remember this and no one's going to believe you. But a huge Xmas dragon with antlers and tinsel and ice and Christmas wreaths, all swinging and hanging from it, crashes straight into the little Match Girl factory. And just kind of seeing you, Santos, just gives you kind of a nod. Catch you later.
Yeah. I need you to
what
take
does
up
this
the
mean?
12 a.m. shift if that's okay.
And like just her head kind of bows a little bit, and her nose kind of just glows with a little bright red as she tips it against the little baby Xmas dragon, and the light from her nose just passes through its nose, and it grows a little bit brighter, and all of a sudden you just see the greenery in the little baby just brilliantly just wash through its scales and its wings and its little chubby little Michelin man legs. And its eyes blink open, and you all hear "Mama" as its little wings are flapping and fluttering, and there is a wafting smell of cinnamon and glitter in the air as its little wings flutter, and they're fluttering so fast because its little chubby bottom baby legs are just kind of dangling. And it lands on the little Xmas, the large Xmas mama dragon, who just kind of gives the 4 of you and Santos, and she kind of looks at Flicky and it's like gestures at it and then at Yi. Just with kind of a bellowing kind of like roar. There is a jingle too. She turns, smashing up Bridget's office anyway for good measure. And she flies up into the air, vanishing into the clouds. and there is a second roar from her, and you all just hear kind of a little like mama roared at the same time. And the little baby Xmas dragon has been rescued and returned to its mother, as our intrepid heroes and our woodcutter, who is not to be confused with any other particular person or personages, are left standing. So you guys are going to help me find Fester, right?
I
I think
It is Xmas.
but guys, we're late for work.
Ew, why did I say that?
we're
Good
late.
one.
Oh, actually, Joy is going to rummage around Bridget's office to sign her name on the deeds for the factory.
Okay, so you're all committing forgery?
I'm
Joy is.
Yeah, I'm stealing the
What's she
factory.
committing?
I'm stealing the
You're going to
factory.
moralize to us, and you just saw her? No.
Hey, Joy, if you're going to take ownership to this here factory, we might be able to come into some sort of business arrangement. You see, for undisclosed reasons, need a lot of manufacturing space at certain times of the year. It might be something that could set you into a steady income for a laugh if you're interested.
That sounds like the stuff of dreams. I'm
Income,
in.
you say. I'm obviously Joy's business partner in this. Just like, I mean, of course. Got it.
And I'm the intern.
Unpaid, unfortunately.
Joy is going to hold out their hand again with pinky up, looking at Santos and the rest of the staff and say, obviously, this will be a team effort.
Sure thing, boss.
It's we all put our pinkies into the middle.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, there's so many pinkies coming at me on the screen. It's unnerving. And with a second pact now forged, a random burst of Xmas magic just erupts for no particular reason.
Not at all.
As you all promise to aid Santos Klaus in the efforts to set up a workshop and manufacturing space. The the Xmas magic of "Come All Ye Faithful" erupts around you as you forge a pact with the god of gifts and exchanges, Exjange, who again just may have happened to have been in the room with you the entire time, but that was just a thing that you shouldn't ask her a question about.
Monet?
Yeah, Monet. Yeah, Monet.
I was going to say.
The office magically repairs itself. The employees and their dark hoods and robes are replaced with adorable little lederhosen that are comfortable. Everybody is wearing health and safety Crocs. Each desk comes with an ergonomic chair and mats for wrist supports. Those exact Crocs. Everyone is now wearing those exact Crocs. As our Xmas tale, Flicky, all the way. By the way, are you giving Flicky a job?
Oh no!
I put my name on the deeds. Nobody else volunteered, so
operations, so they can handle it.
I will give Flicky a job on the condition that he wears clothing and bathes regularly, and I'll find him a job in the mailroom. No, not in the mailroom.
Not in the mailroom.
I'll find him something to do. but
Okay.
he helped us get in here. So I did say I'd help him. So
You know what? I'll take on the job as your personal assistant, and he can be my personal assistant's personal assistant.
who's your personal assistant?
Daisy, obviously.
No. Oh, you are co-assistants.
And I'll be Flicky's assistant.
And what is probably the most exaggerated Exmas miracle, the fact that Flicky has found full-time employment.
A job.
We are going to bring our holiday special to close. And I just, because again, this ran late. It started late, it ran late. But because of... the real question is, are there straight people in this room? Oh God, no, we're playing D&D. So...
Zero.
What's that mean?
So
me.
we... thank you so much to everybody who joined us. Thank you to everybody who was able to donate, who shared the charity streams. I can confirm that between both streams, we have raised €810. So 505 has gone to the Palestine Children's Relief Fund, and €305 is going to Enable Ireland. We're going to leave the charity stream, those donation links open for a little bit, so we don't have to close them straight away. So we will leave them open for another couple of days if anybody has nothing spare after the holidays that you want to donate and throw in there. I want to thank my absolutely amazing players for going along with this utterly ridiculous ride that doesn't even match my plans or notes at all whatsoever that I had prepared. But it doesn't matter because that was a truck ton of fun, and I hope you all enjoyed it. And I was incredibly privileged to get to DM for all of you. So Sam, Tendai, Dahi, and Louise, thank you for returning for part 2. And look, not to pick favorites or anything like that, but none of the rest of you actually hosted the stream. So
That's fair. That's fair.
Dylan, thank you so much for joining us in the first place, and 2, thank you for helping us pull this together in probably a Christmas miracle. So really appreciate it. Where can we find you, and can you tell us a little bit about Heartfire Tales?
Yeah, you can find me on most of the internet. I've abandoned Twitter and stuff, but unfortunately there's ghosts of me still remnant there. But yeah, follow Heartfire Tales. We are a D&D podcast, much like yourselves here. We've got a whole host of stories. So we have seasonal content. Right now we're doing Retro Stellar, which is our midwinter tale. It's an 80s themed kids on bikes adventure. We have 3 episodes out with the 4th coming very soon. We also have Halloween stories, and then we've got one long-running campaign set in the world of Lethwan, which is land of might, magic, and metal. It's all kind of cheesy band references and very kind of fantasy metal inspired, over-the-top things, which is a whole lot of fun. And yeah, so Heartfire Tales, pretty much that everywhere. It's good. It's good time, and yeah, that's it really.
And we are going to share the link for that in our Twitch stream in a moment, so you can check it out there. And again, genuinely, we couldn't have done this. Literally, we couldn't have done this without you, because in the last 5 hours, the broadband has still not returned. So Louise and I are still hotspotting off our phones in Amber's house. So we're not even in our own house. We're down in Amber's house because we can't get mobile data in our house because we live in the west of Ireland and we are not Dublin, so we get snubbed. That's great. Thanks. Anybody else have any projects they'd like to shout out or make mention of before we bring things to a close? No.
Have a Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, we don't endorse that. No, we
Year.
don't. We're non-secular. We don't endorse that. Sorry, no.
Yeah.
Have a Merry
Sorry.
Xmas.
Happy
Xmas,
Xmas.
yeah.
Happy
Um,
holidays.
I will absolutely just make mention of the finale just in case I haven't edged enough, the finale is coming next Friday. I could have just said the finale is out next Friday, but I had to say no, it's coming. So the finale is out next. It is out tomorrow week, and it's not a spoiler at all. But there has the seasons, the end of this season and the events into season 3 have not been dictated. Well, they've been partially dictated by the players and partially dictated by my notes. But the events that unfold in the final episode in season 2 and the ramifications that will be felt across season 3 have been the design of some amazing friends of ours on the show and fans of the show who not only voted unanimously for this outcome, then had the generosity and the time and the creativity to write and perform their own characters' responses to this. So you are in. I'm finishing the edit. You are in for an absolute treat when this drops on the 29th of December, and it's a little way yet. But on the 5th of January, the day after my birthday, just to get that in there. On the 5th of January, we will be hosting a little D8 dungeon party over on our Discord, where there'll be a Kahoot quiz, a chance to win some of the first merch we have got our little paws on for the show, a chance to ask us anything. There'll be an awards ceremony where you get to vote for your favorite moments in the show, favorite NPCs, best lines, all those bits and pieces. And just a chance to catch up and see how everybody is doing. So, without further delay or pause, that's it from us. That was an absolute blast, and I hope whatever you're celebrating over the next couple of days, or if you're not celebrating anything at all, but I hope that wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you are surrounded by class folks. You have a wonderful time, and we will see you in the new year, no doubt. Okay. Mind yourself. Take care.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.